missed it, right? Yeah, missed it.
3, 2, 1, go.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. We have takeoff. Everything looks good.
All right, just waiting for us
Yeah.
to have confirmation that we're live.
We're live.
Are we live?
We're waiting on confirmation.
Are
we live? We're live.
No, wait, we're actually not. I'm serious.
We're
now.
live.
Yeah, we are.
Are we?
We're live.
Are we live?
We're
Yeah,
live.
now we are. Now we are.
Hello, everyone. It's Dylan from Yu-Gi-Oh! Everything, and welcome back to another episode of Talking Yu-Gi-Oh! Crazy 8's. This is episode 32, Ice Luge-y. Welcome back to another Wednesday night stream. We are honored to have you be a part of this stream. Thank you so much for coming in the day, in the morning, in the night, wherever you are in the world. We have a full crew today. I know it doesn't look like a full crew, but I promise you Nick T will be here in about 35 minutes or so.
Yeah.
But we are joined by Pete, Dredger, and Calibro. How are you guys doing today?
I'm doing great. How are you?
I'm doing wonderful.
Oh, love to hear. Love to hear.
Awesome.
Pete, how you doing?
Sometimes I get the feeling that we're on a radio show with these mics now, and I like it.
Well, you know what?
Yes,
Maybe we go radio. I
Yeah.
mean, I've been told
Should
many
we?
times I have
I think
a
we
great
should go radio
face.
only.
Oh my God.
I have been told many times I have a great face
Classic.
for radio.
Classic.
Yes,
yeah.
I would have to agree with that.
Yeah, I don't really know
100%.
what that means, but I just assume it's a
It's
compliment.
a good, real
Just
good compliment.
know you'd be great in radio.
Thank you.
He
Yeah.
doesn't know.
So, chat, we have a pretty massive episode to discuss. Listen, we've been saying it since episode 25, right? We've been saying it since the Rovian and Udius duel began. At the end of that episode, who the F is the great king of terror, and why does that name sound super, super insanely cool? Well, we finally, 7 episodes later, got that answer, and it's something that I've been theorizing for a while, got confirmed pretty much last week, but definitely in this episode. It is the Luke variant. His name is the Luge. If you don't know, that is a reference to luge, which is, of course, like a winter sport. It makes sense. He stems from the Arctic Nebula, and he duels Rovian, and it looks like going forward, for the first time in years in a Yu-Gi-Oh! Anime, multiple duels back-to-back, we are going to have life or death stakes. That's something we haven't had really since Vrain's in consistent back-to-back duels. That being said, before we get into it, I do want to thank every single person who donated in last week's episode. You guys breathe life into the production, and I'm super thankful for each and every one of you. Huge thank you to Gravity Hero, Pick Rick, Ivrea, Crystal Colden, Matt Galaxy, Electric Kevin, Cybubble, Ice Aiden, Drago77 Blue, X-Slayer, Nicholas Horton, Solid Snack, C. Sanadvon, Limestone, Brian Ford, and Dark Emperor J. And a special thank you to Angie, to Philip Rosewood, and to Rubens, who all donated well over $50. Rubens donating $200 last week. So the three of you.
I missed
yeah.
that one.
Yeah.
Rubens.
Yeah, Rubens. Not the first time
Wow.
they've
All
done
right,
it. So
Rubens.
thank you so much. There are 2 ways to donate. It is never expected or obviously not required, but it is super appreciated. The link in the description and the regular super chat function. But to everyone who donated last week and who donates at all, or is even here watching, seriously, thank you. Thank you for making this production what it's become over the years. And we are now in a very, in my opinion, exciting time of Yu-Gi-Oh! Go Rush. This is probably the most kind of excited I've been for the show in a while now. I don't know if my kind of colleagues here agree with me on that, but does anyone want to start us off with their thoughts on 32?
I'll start.
Wow. Really?
Okay.
You're gonna take that
taking
spot
the
from
spotlight.
Dylan? Really?
Wow.
Wow.
You know,
Spotlight kind of
you know
guy.
what? As
All right.
Dylan continues to recover from
Oh my.
Right,
his,
it's that.
his
Yeah.
injured throat,
Yeah. Huh.
I believe we should try to let him talk just a little bit less.
Thank you.
God.
You realize at some point in
our
this-
ears can definitely benefit from that.
You realize at some point now, though, because you're doing this, he's going to yell aggressively for no reason to make up for that lack of.
No, we do that during the day when he comes home and he's like, "Ear."
Oh my
Yeah.
God.
We're going to let him go.
I
So,
forgot the
Cal,
sound.
what are your thoughts here on episode 32?
All right, so 32.
Also, and I'm sorry to interrupt you, this is going to be a loaded episode because not only do we have episode 32 to discuss in the preview of 33, we also, about 7 or 8 hours ago, got the summaries for 33, 34, and 35, and the title for 36. Some of you guys might not even know what those summaries are. I implore you try to stay tuned because in about an hour or so, we are going to go over those summaries, and I'm very, very excited for that.
jeez.
That being said, Cal, your thoughts here on the Luke or the Luge?
The Luge.
The Luge.
The episode was everything I wanted and more. Honestly, I would say it's probably my favorite, like, introduction that we've had in Bridge in general. In terms of
wow.
like, in terms of like a villain, you know, an antagonist. He comes out ice cold, pun intended, of course, and he's like, oh. He's like, oh, this is my first ever rush duel. Kind of fun, right? Like,
Right.
And then every
That
time
was Dylan's reaction to Rovian having to duel first. Are you out of your damn
Yeah.
mind?
You out of your
Yeah,
damn
Rovi,
mind.
and it's over.
But I mean, everything about the duel, everything about the way that he was introduced, the way that they bring him down, and he's kind of, you know, at the beginning when he's reading the cards out loud, you're like, either he's so cocky and he's just kind of reading these out so like everybody knows what he can do, or he literally hasn't used this deck before and is figuring it out on the go, which ended up being the case. I mean, and he's just cold-blooded. Like it's just, there's no other way to put it. It's like, oh, this will make you feel better. Frozen in ice.
Yep.
Like it's an actual like fear, an actual threat as a antagonist, which I think is just something we haven't had that feeling in a while. Where it's like,
Yeah.
it might not be life-threatening in terms of these kids are dying, but like it's life-threatening and life-changing, and like the impact that he's having to each individual character. You lose, you're frozen. You're gone. You know what I mean? Like you're not doing anything. You're a block of ice. Push her in the corner. Keep going with your day.
Yeah.
So I don't know. I really like the episode.
Yeah, I'll go real quick, kind of general thoughts here. I also thought it was a fantastic episode. Now, Cal speaks to this being one of the best debut characters we've ever seen. The Luge has a huge benefit from being a Luke variant, right? So there was already kind of a structure built on that character. So when this character debuts, it has an advantage over a character that we've never seen before or don't know anything about personality-wise, design-wise, name-wise, skill-wise. Very similar to Luke, by the way. Never, according to him at least, I don't know if I fully believe the Luge, never rush dueled before, duels for the first time, and already seems like an instant prodigy. But what I think this episode did really well that people are kind of overlooking is, while it gave us a lot of answers, it also kept a lot of the mystery and a lot of the what's actually going on here, right? What is the card or the deck that London tried to give the Luge? What is Neanderstar's relationship with the Luge? How does Yugioh know who the Luge is, or at least he's heard the name of the Luge before? And then when it comes to the Luge's motivations, I'm fascinated to see what you guys think, because I'm not fully convinced that he's doing it out of pure malice. I genuinely believe that he's doing it out of maybe a slight ignorance where, okay, I am going to make you guys feel better. I don't want you to be sad after you lost, but I'm going to freeze you to death. And I'm going to freeze you temporarily. I know it seems crazy, but I don't know if I got a necessarily malice and evil vibe from that. More so just like it's going to help them feel better, so it's the right thing to do. But the threat is still there, because it's not like these people want to be frozen to death or frozen temporarily. So that's what makes it even more kind of creepy if the Luge thinks he's doing something well. And of course, Yugioh, we know, has that ability to withstand freezing cold. So can Yugioh even be frozen by the Luge? I don't really know. And does his exposure to freezing cold elements and strengthening himself through freezing cold elements have to do with the Arctic Nebula? Does it have to do with the Luge? Is the Luge responsible for potentially causing the war on Velgears? We played it last week, buy, sell, hold. I think all of us sold that idea, but it's something that has to be answered until it's confirmed one way or another. So a lot of questions here still to be asked. London's motives, what's actually in the box? Is it just something that freezes you when you see it? Or is it a card? Is it fusion? Is it maximum? Is it a pendant that turns you to stone like a Medusa kind of thing would? So a lot of questions still, but we'll get more into the Luge as a character and a little more in-depth a little later on. But generally speaking, love the episode. Needed an episode like it. I thought the end of last week was great. And great debut.
Check the link real quick.
Okay. And we'll go to Dredge and Pete for their opinions in a second.
Cool.
Holy shit. Come on. Angie.
Whoa.
Angie, come on. Thank you for the $120 donation.
Wow.
Angie, thank you so much. If anyone's got heart emotes in the chat, please go ahead and spam some heart emotes. Angie, thank you so much for the massive donation. I know you're going to complain, but partial dinner. I mean, that's like 4 dinners, even nights out.
The way you eat, yeah, it's like
that's like 2 weeks of dinners.
Yeah, homie's good for
Is
good for the month.
Is on me in honor of Ivrea moving in with you guys. You did not have to do that, Angie. Thank you so much. Congrats. Better not be frozen microwave dinners from the Luge. Link dono so you get more. Love you all. That's equivalent to about a $200 super chat. So which is insane. Angie, thank you so much. That is such a sweet donation.
Very
yes,
nice.
my girlfriend Ivrea is moving in on Friday night. Very excited about that. Very excited. She's definitely going to bring some stability to my life that I need.
Yes,
some
and
order,
some real food.
some real food. But I will definitely take her out, Angie, and I will send you a picture of wherever we go. But thank you so much. That is so sweet and so unnecessary. And yes, I am going to complain about it. That was way too much. That was about times 10 what a nice nice dinner could have done. So $12. Yeah, maybe not 12.
For you, $12.
For you, hey, you could have got like a lot with $12. You know,
Go to
depends
Chipotle.
where you go. Chipotle. He doesn't like Chipotle.
No, I love Chipotle.
Really? Since when?
Yeah, big Chipotle guy.
No, you're not.
Chipotle is
When's the last time you had Chipotle?
I've had Chipotle a few times recently, actually.
Yeah. Oh, really?
Oh, yeah.
What'd you get?
I get a chicken bowl,
Okay.
white rice, no beans, mild salsa, cheese. And I usually get the chips because they got that lime hint to them. They're good. Now you know I'm being serious because I just said exactly what the order is.
It's not bad.
Not only that, it's just what the order
Yeah,
is.
the
What do you
order.
mean?
It's the most Dylan order I've ever heard. In my
Well, I
entire
don't
life.
like spicy. Hurts my mouth.
Just
Is it? By the way, I actually legitimately can't have spicy foods right now because of my LPR. That's something I'm supposed to avoid.
No, I agree with
not-
And menthol.
not.
Dredge, Angie, thank you so much. Dredge, your thoughts on the Great King of Terror on the Star Luge, on the Luge.
I love the Great King of Terror. Thought it was a great episode. It's exactly kind of. I think Cal hit the nail right on the head. It was what we wanted. We wanted a scary looking villain. I do agree with you as well, Dill. Though when
Yeah.
you think about it, kind of that. He thinks he's doing the right thing, and if you think back to Luke's character, he was a little kind of ignorant's a bad word. I don't like that word, but like he was a little like he just didn't. Sometimes he missed like the point of things, or he was a little slow to react to certain things. And maybe you're absolutely right. He's thinking, hey, like they're in pain. I'm trying to help them here. You know, he really like. And I think Pete said it last night, just the Thanos effect kind of thing. Like, oh, I'm helping people. You know, I'm helping people.
Right, Thanos believed in what he was doing.
Yeah, of course. And I've played the Thanos thing a lot. Thanos wasn't 100% wrong. But that's
Thanos was right.
Right, wrong. Is there right and wrong? You know. So an overall good episode. I like the dueling. I love seeing Dragius. I do hope we get some kind of dual-headed Dragius fusion at some point, or somewhere those two exact Dragius.
I mean,
cards.
you really thought we were getting a fusion there.
I really
You did.
because I'm like I saw a card that I didn't recognize. It had a star on it or something, and I was like, what is this? And I think the star was actually just telling us how it was a Dragius. I remember looking a couple of the cards matched up after I watched it again. But I really wanted something crazy there. I wanted, we've seen, our normal, tribute summons. We haven't seen anything crazy yet, right? No fusion, no maximum. You can go to all the other, even no rituals or anything. Like, we haven't seen anything yet in this show other than those two, that we normally see. So I'm thinking it's either got to have to be the season finale, I would think, or the arc finale. Something like that, you're going to see it. But how do you do it where you have, your villain just won, right? You can't have him win again using it. I think you said it. You can use a new mechanic and win again. So see how that goes. But love the it's Luke 2.0 in a sense. But now he has a villainous aspect to him, which makes him even more dangerous if he becomes as good of a duelist as Luke was, the Luke. So looking forward to see how that goes. Overall, looking forward to it. I'm excited to hear these summaries now that I've heard they're out. So the fact that you're telling me you're very excited for the summary tells me there's something in there that we're really going to enjoy.
By the way, I'm also going to say this, and this does have to do with one of the summaries. There is something that we missed very blatantly.
Yeah?
It's one, in my opinion at least.
Hit us right now. Let's do it.
I think it's one of those things. Well, I'll let Pete give his general thoughts first.
And then hit it
Pete, your general thoughts on the Luke variant, the Great King of Terror, You're a villains guy. What are your thoughts, man?
Cal, why don't you do that dono first?
Yeah, dude,
Okay.
check Dono.
Yeah. Philip Rosewood donated $50.
Philip, thank you so much, dude.
And Philip said, I'm going to be doing my... I'm not going to be able to read this word. Can you read that for me?
Iseki/reverse Iseki.
Okay. At some point soon called Creatus,
Isekai.
where the creatures are called Imagus like imagination. It's like a love letter to the kid monster Iseki shows I watched growing up, like Digimon, Zimba, Dragon Drive.
Yeah, dude, that is all. Philip, first of all, man, thank you for another insane super chat. Do you remember when Philip was taking his test? Was he taking his test between the last 2 weeks, or it's coming up? I don't know if you've taken it yet, Philip.
Sometime soon.
Sometime soon. If you haven't, best of luck to you, man. Thank you for such a generous super chat. You are the man. I
This
really
Saturday,
appreciate
he
you. This Saturday, Philip.
Good luck.
Good luck. We will
Good luck,
literally
sir.
all be rooting for you. Yeah, that's a big day for a lot of
By the
us,
way,
so.
it's pronounced Isekai.
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 It's a Kai.
I felt like I was not saying that right.
You were
So
not.
thank you for correcting me. Philip, thank you so much, man. And yes, I did read chapter 4, by the way, so I'm excited to see 5 whenever you write it, and I will send you my thoughts on that in the next, probably tomorrow, actually. Just didn't have time before the stream today. I was passed out on the couch. You can attest to
He
it.
was.
He was.
In a very I have to sleep sitting up
Here
now,
we go.
so I have to sleep like this.
No. He only has to do that when he eats
after
before he
eats, yes.
goes
I
to
know.
sleep.
Right after I
I'm,
eat.
I'm the
yeah.
doctor.
But he
I'm
decides.
very
But
aware.
he
He's a
decides to
doctor.
eat his dinner before napping anyway.
Which was just why don't you take the nap and then eat?
Because if I take the nap, it'll be 7:30 when I wake up.
Then you have 30 minutes to eat.
I can't eat that quick.
What'd you have for dinner?
Pete, what?
Hit a link.
Pete.
Oh my god.
Okay.
Oh, we're not making it through this stream, are we?
And to May, thank you for a $32 donation. Now that's for brunch. That is for brunch. So and to May, I appreciate you paying me back for that. Thank you. Oh right. Oh my god. All right. Here is also my portion for brunch. It was super fun to hang again. So thank you. You are welcome. Thank you so much for paying me back. And to May, excited to hear y'all thoughts on the Luge. Also, I made a Twitter thread on my theory on the Luge. If you've seen that, I have not. I've really not been on Twitter all that much. And to May. So I will definitely check that out 100%. But thank you, Philip, Entame, and Angie for the generous donations. And Entame, thank you for remembering to pay me back. I appreciate it. That being said, Pete, why don't you give your...
Do you still want to hear?
Of course.
Oh, we'll donate another $100.
I mean, yeah. Guys.
Yeah.
Um,
I know,
Hold on.
seriously.
Yeah, I mean,
Jesus Christ.
honestly, there's not really much more to say. I mean, you gentlemen laid it out pretty well.
Thank you.
Yeah, the Luge is kind of exactly what I wanted. I was talking to Aura before I watched the episode, and she was excited to see what my reaction was going to be. And I was then hyped up more for going into it, and I think it met my expectations, which was really great.
Which for you is difficult.
yeah.
That's something.
Yeah, and I agree. I mean, this is Bridge. We know that he's not going to be inherently evil. He definitely thinks that he's doing the right thing. I mean, I said that even before we watched this episode.
Well, nothing he said was inherently
No,
evil.
and I don't know if it might be like a naivete, but like it's more like not Luke, oh, hey, I'm just clueless. It's more like he thinks, I don't know, I'm saving them or I'm saving this planet or some crap like that. And that's what it's going to end up being. And you know what? It feels very Vrains in the sense of like, all right, everyone's dead on their back, because it's all inside the brains. They're just going to put a blow dryer to these guys and thaw them out, and they're fine. So...
Udius can do it with his heat
Yeah, I
vision.
was saying,
exactly.
they already
So,
showed Udius
even
how
though
to
it takes a lot of energy
And they
from
purposely foreshadowed that by earlier in the episode, doing that heating up.
Yeah, well, he's got to power up a little bit because if he can't keep Yuhi's hands warm, he's not melting these people out.
True.
But yeah, I love he seems intentionally sarcastic, or dry with his humor in his kind of cold puns, which I really think fits.
cold.
I'm interested to. I hope
Yeah, I hope.
I hope more of a little bit more of a backstory with him, with the Providence, the Star Providence, which is the Nail variant. And I want to know more about the Arctic Nebula. Like, why are they here? What have they been doing? Why is this name known throughout the universe, right?
Yeah.
And what is it going to make it, besides it being the show, right, and the main characters, what's going to make it this place on Earth of where he probably realizes he's wrong, or, all these people from all across the galaxy thaw out? Like, why this place?
Mm-hmm.
And so all those story threads going on, I think, is what I'm fascinated about. And, Rovian tried her best. She did good.
Right, we haven't even talked about the duel, which we'll get into
went,
a little bit.
Yeah, she went down to she got him down to 100 life points. She did well. I know everyone's not a big Rovian fan here, but
I'm not.
I appreciate the valiant effort. I'm more interested still of, and maybe we'll never get it. I mean, because we never really got a true T-shirt explanation on the show. But like,
it's coming.
But like,
That's my theory.
are we gonna get an explanation of more of like? Is it been the hat this whole time?
Combos,
Is the hat the entire time? Like, are they working in like a symbiotic relationship, or he's kind of just brainwashed Rovian to kind of obsess over the over the Luge for all these years? Like, those are things that I want to know more. And yeah, Neanderstar also continues to be extremely fascinating.
Extremely.
Yeah, about what's
there was
going on.
something we missed with her.
Yeah.
Very clearly, in my opinion. But
Are
I'll
you jealous now?
no, you know what? Because it does pertain to the spoilers, so I'm gonna wait to say that. But it's very obvious.
Can you wait one more second to say
Check.
anything?
Yeah, I can. Thank.
Just get ready. I got to come back for this one, too, so I'm with you on this one. Get ready.
X-Slayer's here watching and enjoying the stream.
X-Slayer, thank you, man.
Yeah.
And he donated $50.
Thank you so much, dude.
He said, well,
Probably very nice.
You're not going to thank him. I'm not going to thank him either, so don't
he
worry.
said,
Don't worry. He's tagging both of us now.
hashtag cancel Yu-Gi-Oh! Everything. Hashtag Dredger's 6th run coming soon. Hashtag play branded you beep.
I'm not playing Brandon.
Anyway, hope you all had a great day and really hype for Team Battle to come in a Master Duel, which means if I could ruin everyone's day by STK.
Well, let me say by STK. Let me say something. X-Slayer, first of all, man, thank you for such a generous super chat, and I'll let Dredger respond in a little bit. Thank you, X-Slayer. X-Slayer's tried to cancel me for years now. It just doesn't seem like it's gonna happen.
Yeah.
We'll see.
He's going to keep trying.
We can only hope.
Yeah. That being said, tag duels coming to Master Duel are awesome. I'm excited to play Master Duel tomorrow night. We're also doing Mario Party 2 over on Twitch online. So that'll be super exciting. And next Thursday, we will experience Master Duel tag duels, which I'm very excited about. But X-Slayer, thank you so much, man. You rock. Dredger, do you have anything you want to say?
Yeah, I just think, X has been talking a lot of smack about this 6th run thing all day today. He was just coming in there. 6th run coming soon, 6th run coming soon. I want him to put his money where his mouth is. I want to make a bet on how I will win the 5th run right now. What do you want to do it for? Because I'm ready.
And he will win.
Tell me what you want to do it for. What do you want? Pie to the face? You want me to wear like I'm trying to think what other costumes I can put on. I'll cosplay some. Come on, because you talking all smack. I'm ready. Let's do this. This is the run.
All right. Well, there's bets that are being made on the line. Dredger, X-Slayer. We'll see what the bets are. Of course, Dredger streams on Twitch at Dredgenator, twitch.tv. So definitely check that out. X-Slayer, love you, man. Thank you so much.
But thank you, X, for the donut.
Down.
You down? All right, let's do it. Write your terms in the chat. We'll figure it out.
All right, back to your regular
That
scheduled
being
program.
said, yes, thank you. And X-Slayer, seriously, thank you so much, man, for the generous super chat. Thank you. I greatly appreciate it. Something interesting that I thought happened is the Velgirian shield was very easily broken by the technology of the Arctic Nebula.
That was really fun.
Yeah, and it could have just been a goofy thing that doesn't mean anything.
So.
But I
goofy
don't
for
know
that.
how. Yeah, especially because they talked about how or Kawhi did how strong the shield of the Velgirians was, and then for it to be broken through so easily. I don't know. That leads me to believe that maybe there is a bit of a history with the Arctic Nebula and the Velgirians.
Possibility.
Also, you have Yugioh that knows the term the Luge. It goes beyond the Great King of Terror. He knows the personal name of the Great King, which I think also could tie the war maybe to this character or something. A theory that I had right after the episode is the character that gave Yugioh the dual disc, maybe he mentioned the name the Luge at some point and said this is someone you need to watch out for. Although I feel like if it was that sort of warning, we probably would have gotten like a flashback to it. So I don't know if I really buy that, but like there's a few options there. There really is. And so I don't know. Did you guys get any vibes on, because I know a lot of us did not really feel like this was at all going to tie into the war on Velgears. What happened in the episode kind of is making me more, maybe there is some deeper connection here. I mean, what are your guys' thoughts on that? Did you take anything from the shield breaking and Yugioh knowing the name and feeling like everything kind of seemed a little eerily familiar?
I think the start of it, like when it just went through the shield, we were like, okay, that's classic, like any TV show. As soon as you're talking about how strong your force field is, there's no way they can break it. It's
Yeah,
done.
force
It's
field's
done.
done.
It's done
It's
before
over.
you don't
We
even have
knew
to worry
that,
about
yeah.
it. But yeah, the whole like when he's like, I've heard that name before. Like, you know, I definitely remember it, but I don't. That's where I thought maybe it was some sort of memory altering thing with when he
Yeah, I saw
freezes
that.
them.
That's crazy.
That maybe you come back out of that ice and you kind of don't know where you are, don't know what happened, that kind of thing, and it's like a slow burn to get your memory back.
Yeah.
But I do also think that there could be, I mean, that could still be true, and they could have eventually like melted their way out, like his way out with his eyes or whatever.
Right.
But I don't think it necessarily means that they're like the main, I guess you can say, the main enemy to the Valkyrians.
Of course.
But they still could have been part of the overall war in between the two galaxies. Like they could have been one piece of a giant puzzle. You know
Yeah.
what I mean? So there could be a familiarity there, and maybe because of all that Yugioh has been through, he doesn't really remember it. And again, maybe something about being frozen. Maybe he was frozen. Maybe he was saved by Yugioh or something like that. You know, we don't know.
Yeah.
But I do think that there could be definitely be a tie in there, and it would make sense.
100%. Yeah. At the end of the day, we need to know who the Great King is and why Yugioh recognizes the name. Judge, I'm going to throw it to you. I mean, did you get anything from that? I mean, what do you think's going? And the Neanderstar stuff. I mean, clearly there are a few characters that have some sort of linkage to the Great King, even if it's a very obscure, indirect linkage. Now, what I said last week, by the way, about I'll get because that's spoilery, but I think I nailed another prediction of
Yeah,
mine.
did
You
you?
weren't here last week,
I wasn't here last week, so I
but
wouldn't know.
you go and you say what you need to say about that.
I'm not John Mayer.
I like that. That was good.
No.
Say what you need to say.
It just keeps going.
Yeah.
It just never ends. That's why I knew that was coming. I think the Neanderstar thing's the most interesting.
Yeah.
I've said from the not the beginning, but at least in the past, like I
I
don't
have
know,
too.
4 or 5. Neanderstar's been off. Something about her. Ever since she heard about the Great King of Terror, she's been like, looks aloof. Looks like she's looking into the sky,
Yeah.
trying to figure out what's
She's
in
like
space.
ditzy.
Yeah, little like she's not sure. And obviously, I
Yeah.
don't want to say the preview that we saw for next week. I don't want to spoil it in case anyone hasn't watched that. Someone that's done that. But there's just some things that I think we're gonna get some questions answered about Neanderstar next episode is what I'm hoping. I think that's my most kind of concerning thing I want to know. I want to know.
Well, and we have that shot in the ending where it looks like it's her human form.
Yes, that's exactly what
she's-
I'm kind of alluding to is why is she?
We got to talk about that before Nick T comes
Why
here.
is she? Please, okay. Why is she going into her human form? Like, what is her reasoning here? And she looks like she's consoling Manabu at some
Yeah.
point. So I think Neanderstar's character is going to become very interesting in the coming episodes for sure. What was the other thing about Luge? What was that about Luge?
Oh, the luge.
Yeah, Luge.
Thank you for the dono.
We could hear it, but they couldn't hear any of the desktop audio.
Oh, sorry. Now you should be able to hear it.
Batman.
All right, they should be able to hear that now.
Yeah, they heard that.
That was a sound alert. That wasn't actually Drudger in Lifetime.
You want me to? I'll do it in live right now if someone need me to. Anyone need me to?
Pete,
No,
do
no,
you have any kind of like thoughts there? UDS Lug connection. I mean,
The loop.
Of course, it's always a possibility.
yeah.
I didn't get as strong of a vibe of it in this episode.
Mhm.
The only thing that I could see it working is Studio Bridge loves the Luke character, right? Like, he's not just some one-off arc villain, right? Like, he'll probably eventually be a friend of the group and all that crap. They'll probably do all that, right? But he'll probably be around for, like, ever. I mean, like, they're not...
He's their ace.
Yeah, like, they're not gonna... It's not gonna be like, hey, let's introduce him this early, and then he's gone by episode, like, 40. And I'm like, yeah, we'll never see him again. Like, he'll probably be here for almost the
Otis?
entirety of the show.
Yeah.
And it'll be not as an extreme role, because he's not a main character, but he'll be there. And that's the only way I could say, hey, if we want to extend that and make him very relevant, let's have this go a couple arcs, at least to the end of season 1. Let's connect it back.
Mm-hmm.
Do I think that will happen? I still don't. I don't think there's enough evidence of that right now.
Yeah.
But, it's possible.
Yeah.
I just-
certainly.
I'm more of the mindset that the name has been put out through the universe. That's why it rings a bell for Yugioh. It doesn't have to be as personal of a connection
Yeah.
as he attacked my home.
Definitely.
Yeah.
They said it's very loud now. I think you raised it because the alert was short, but the
No, the chat's asking for too much.
The
Said shut it off.
was very
Shut it off. They're done.
Oh yeah. That should be better.
I'm Batman.
Who are you? Yeah, we're trying to figure out who the guy
Go.
is. But what? Wow. How are they still alive? Oh, that's a spider. That's not a cricket.
No,
Nah,
that's a
it's a
spider
cricket.
cricket.
How? I thought they all died off.
When?
Not this one.
How?
Oh, that one fell out of the ceiling.
All right, I have a spider cricket that I need to deal with. So
Can you handle this?
Yeah, I can handle it. So these guys are gonna keep going.
Well, what did you want us to talk about?
The duel, Rovian dead.
Oh, okay.
Rovian dead.
Yeah, so Rovian's not dead.
She's frozen.
She's frozen.
She's like Han Solo.
Yeah, she's fine.
She's fine.
Come out in a year.
Like
she'll be
you,
good.
well,
She'll look
like,
younger.
like you said, I agree with the whole Vrain's connection where it's like they're dead but not really dead. They're gonna come back.
Yeah.
But I think in at least
My years of torture.
in the bridge, between the two shows, this is the first time where I think anything has felt close to life-threatening.
I felt
In
momentarily
dual
like that with
terms.
Goha Yuga. When he was out there,
Okay.
when he was out there erasing people's brains, I was like, yo. I was like, what's going on here?
Over by your desk.
Yeah, he went
He's
close
moving,
to
dude. He's quick.
Okay, Pete, I can see that.
Right.
But I feel like this one, you're immediately showing someone that physically can't even do anything. Like, it's one thing like taking their memories, like Swirly, for example.
Right.
But in this case, it's Dill. You want me to get it?
Dill, come.
Yeah, but like at that time, we didn't know if it was going to be permanent.
Yes. Yeah.
This is more like, okay, they're frozen in a block of ice. We're going to thaw them out. They'll be fine.
Yeah, but
You
at
know?
least at least from the character's point of view, like if you're looking
Oh yeah,
at
the
it
character
as
point of view.
somebody
I
else,
mean, Goha
it's
Yuna
terrifying.
was horrifying.
Yeah.
I mean, like that was her best friend gone.
Dill, you want me to just get it?
Dill's momentarily chat. If you didn't know, he's trying to clean up the spider cricket,
This
but
really
he's
isn't that,
he's
why
failing.
Are you so difficult? Just go get him. No, He's not gonna jump at you, and if he does,
How many? Chat. Let's run a poll. How many grown men does it take to eliminate
No,
this?
why do you need the shoe? Oh, he's in a bad spot now.
Yeah, but that's also not yes, and it's not meant for these.
Why are you bad? It's a thousandth of your size. Even if it gets on you, it's
There you go. Now can you hold it? Yeah, it holds it. Now can you hold it? Because I've removed crickets many times. Don't choke. All right, chat. He has theoretically been captured. But yeah, I see it as a possibility.
Yeah.
Of this for the first time being a legitimate threat. It's
I
just
hope so.
It's just hard for me. It's
Knowing what you
Studio
know, right?
Bridge.
Yeah,
it's
yeah.
the Luke variant.
Yeah,
Like
I agree.
He's not. It's not going to be like
See,
that.
like, again, my most even watching like 5Ds, like, and watching like DM.
Yeah.
Like,
remember Godwin season
yeah,
1?
Yeah, I liked
He
Godwin.
was legitimately
Godwin was
like,
great.
you're out of your mind.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I loved it. Loved their second. The traps are still up. But yeah, no, I agree with Pete as he's saying. It's like we want to believe it, we want that, but
Right.
is it that kind of thing?
Tornado. I think it's a case of like every studio of any show, whether anime or not, like, you have a likable character.
Yes.
Something that you
You
either
build on it.
either the people themselves, like the animators and the writers, just love writing for that character, or it's just a breakout audience character. And so when you have that and it works for ratings and it's kind of your ace in the hole, of course that's why Studio Bridge likes Luke so much. I mean,
Yeah, they
just
love
do.
Luke. I mean, they love Luke. And that was a big reason when you were hyping up a character like the Great King of Terror, I was like, I just feel like it's going to be the Luke variant
Right.
here because they love that character.
And I
They
know
did
with
in Sevens.
I know I'm making a comparison here that doesn't totally work, but it's like kind of when you look back at Gallup, right? It's like anytime, especially when they had a chance for a movie, where are they going? Ace in the Hole, Dual Monsters.
Yeah.
I mean, it's what sells.
Original
It's what's
series.
there.
Yeah.
And so, like, I feel like Bridge, in a more minor sense, they view Luke like that. Like, he's the go-to, right?
He's the safe haven.
He's the GOAT
for them.
right, for them. So
Yeah.
that's how it is.
Yeah. Right. I mean, think about all the opportunities they could have they had to give Luke a loss to an upcoming villain, and they didn't. It was always Yuga.
Yeah.
It was always Yuga taking
Always.
it on the chin. It
And
was
we
never
talked
Luke.
about our frustration with
There,
that.
and it was
Yeah.
frustrating, but there was a time. Remember, even the Goha Yuga duel where Yuga started that duel, passed out.
That's the greatest
Luke,
turn of the show.
Luke takes over
Best turn in the
Yuga's
show.
deck and
Best turn
has
in the
this
show.
insane turn of the deck he's
Easy.
not even familiar with,
Easy.
and beats Goha Yuga. Easy.
Yeah.
I mean, he was, and I know you could say, well, you could beat him at the end. He did. You could kind of had to cheat a little bit.
Kind of
to get
cheat
that
a little
win.
bit.
He did win.
But he did win.
He
won.
win. But like they just had so much admiration for Luke, and I think we're probably gonna see that here. I really do.
But it's also nothing new, right? I know a lot of people get frustrated sometimes with Luke, but you can't get frustrated with Luke the duelist, right? I mean, we've seen so many people that were unbeatable, right? I mean, like, come on, Yugioh,
Crow.
Yusaku. I mean, all these people.
Crow was
like-
one. I mean, Crow goes
but
under the
like-
radar in that combo, but he was one.
But
He was,
some of these people, I mean, even Soulburner had basically one
Soulburner.
loss. I mean, like, to the main season villain.
Bowman, yeah.
Like,
Boom.
sometimes you just get unbeatable characters.
Yeah.
That's just how it is.
Yeah, it's
Bowman.
nothing new with Yugioh. I think
Gotta love
the
some Bowmans.
execution of it for Luke was what probably annoyed people, which is fair, very fair.
Yeah.
Are you guys gonna miss Rovian?
Yes.
Calvera?
What did you play?
I missed a button.
Oh, redo.
Cal, you gonna miss Rovian?
That's how you view what she says.
He's doing a space poem.
She cried.
a
poem. You didn't feel for her?
I mean, she lost the duel, and wasn't that a little. I thought that was a little out of character. That she like broke down in tears and got so emotional.
It's
about
her
losing.
whole life has built up to this moment,
That
at
she-
least for
and
the
she-
last
and-
few years.
And
Yeah,
she
I
failed.
guess.
She failed, and then she
I-
looks in the box and it's over.
I guess it was also because she lost to a character that had never rush dueled before, and she even said that she was like,
that was
"Oh
a
my
great
God."
Yuhi
I
joke.
think that's
Great Yuhi.
Right, that was fantastic when you was like, "Oh, I know how it feels."
Been there.
because he lost to Yugioh and Yugioh's first rush duel. So that was actually fantastic, fantastic writing
That was
there.
a good callback.
Yeah, really good callback. We know what the next 3 duels are because of the summaries. I almost kind of want to go out of order here and just do the
Do it.
summaries next
I'm down.
instead of
We do whatever we want.
yeah. Because I think these
We run
summaries, it's the big batch. So I think, chat, we are actually going to read the
Let's
summaries
do
here
it.
because we can continue the conversation and the dialogue a little better. So
And we also discussed the episode a lot yesterday too. I
True.
feel
Yeah,
like.
I think we did a good job on that.
okay, I'm going to get
On
some
top of it.
screenshots of these
Screenshot.
Do
summaries.
you want me to just read?
Yeah, do it. Hit some donos.
Hit some donos. Yeah.
Shots while we're waiting.
Yep.
Oh wait. Also, spoilers incoming from the summaries. Heads up.
Spoilers.
Within about 2 minutes.
Spoiler summaries coming in approximately
first-
5 minutes.
I don't know about that, but first, Calbro,
Okay, 3
hit
minutes.
us up.
Probably breaking news for a lot of you guys because a lot of these are pretty new summaries. So I'm going to be working on getting them up, and
All right.
Calibro will read
And
some
Wendy's
super
last
chats.
episode.
Jay
So
told you.
TNX Rail has been
I
a
needed
raw yellow member for 11 months.
Thank you,
Right,
Thomas.
TNX.
Thank you, Thomas. How would you feel if the King of Terror is not evil? He just wanted some friends. And sorry, Via hopefully beat Man U twice in a row tomorrow.
Yeah, well,
Man,
I'm not going to comment
we're
on
struggling on Manu.
Yeah,
We're
it's
struggling.
been struggling for 10 years. I'm not going to comment on that, but I will say everything Luke said was not malicious. It really wasn't. Now, his actions were a little different.
He seemed a little sadistic.
Did he?
A
A little.
He seems.
Like it's cold. Like
He
it's
seems
cold,
pun
dude.
intended.
It's
He
cold.
seems cold. He has
Yeah.
He doesn't have a lot of emotion.
Doesn't
Like I
have-
said, he's cold.
This is a no emotion
Very
squad
si-
between him and Nail.
Very
Yeah.
sociopathic tendencies. Now, I'm not saying we're not going to that level, but what a sociopath is someone who literally doesn't. There's no.
empathy.
Yeah, nothing. Like
Yeah.
you know. Oh, it's cold in here. After he just freezes their friends. Yeah, it's cold in here. You know.
It's cold,
a little
right?
Cold. A little cold, you know. Yeah.
Cold never bothered me
Sure.
anyway.
Nice.
Cold never bothered me.
We have $2 from Legendary Duels.
Thank you, JC.
And JC said, the Star Luge is here, and he's ice-themed. Heart face, the ice-cold face, and a snowflake.
He is
I like it.
indeed
He's here, and
ice-themed.
he's cool.
I just wish ice
He's
type
chilling.
Pokemon were
He's
better.
chilling.
That's all. If
Yeah.
ice type Pokemon were
Yeah, I
better,
tried
I
to
don't
get the
care.
episode named Cool Hand Luke, but Dredger didn't
Nope.
like it.
Have you watched the movie Cool
It's
Hand
from
Luke?
1967.
I feel like he looked that up. Yeah, he looked it up.
No, I had
yeah,
it up
notice how he
before.
did not answer
No,
your
yeah,
question.
I've seen it. It's with Paul Newman.
You literally looked
He
it
has
up.
not
It's a
seen it.
great movie, dude.
It's a good movie.
Oh man, that was when he was in his run, man. He
Yeah.
did Butch Cassidy and the Sundance Kid.
Janet
Ooh,
Galarian.
man.
Gal-
Some great times.
Galarian Darmet is decent, but still, ice types are just too weak. That's the problem. They can't take a hit. No, I had an ice type in my last Nuzlocke, dead instantly. I forget what it was. Like a Delibird. No, it was what's Delibird? He got
Legendary, thank you for the super chat. Also, Nick T should be here any minute, so I'm thinking
Maybe
we
not.
let Nick T
No.
give his
Maybe not.
thoughts.
Nah, he's
I don't
and then
know.
jump into spoilers. The spoilers are all ready to go. We will do a couple of donations.
We do more
and then
donuts.
Go ahead, another.
You want to hit
into
some
it.
links?
Do you want to
Hit some
or
links.
Do you want me to
I'll do some links. And the reason we're doing
Into the link.
summaries a little early is because there's 3, and I think we're going to have long conversations about them because I think the summaries are actually pretty nuts. So we're going to have long conversations about the summaries.
Pretty nuts.
I think they're pretty nuts. Yeah, I think they're nuts, by the way.
Also, by the way, Dill, if you go back on my stream, you'll get a lot of content. Just saying.
So your VODs are all muted. 'Cause-
Really?
Yeah, so I can't do it. I've tried to do it.
Because the Pokemon?
I don't know why.
It's
just
gotta
they're
be the
all muted. No,
Pokemon.
because
Check in the settings. Maybe
Gotta
there's
be
something in there.
settings.
Is it mine that I'm doing it?
Check
yeah.
it. Crystal Colden, thank you for the $10 donation.
Did not know
This is my Pete's gonna love this.
Oh, no.
This is my first podcast as the loyal servant of the Luge.
Oh, yeah, she got
And I've been summoned to bring either new decorations or servants. P.S. This is a joke. My puppy persona just happens to be a servant now. Well, I guess it's on
No.
cue then.
No, there's no jokes here. You've already pledged, and now you are subservient to the Luke. I am the lieutenant
pledged.
of this brigade, and you are a mere soldier. Get in line.
Wow.
Well, okay.
Okay.
Well, Crystal, you don't have a choice. Now you're part of the Luge group, so I hope you've made the right decision. I hope
di-
you're
you didn't.
happy
Oh, my God.
right now. Anyone know the song?
No.
It sounds familiar.
I know the winds are
It's
changing.
Frozen 2.
No, but same person. If that's a hint. As
Dina,
an
Dina
outsider.
Menzel?
I don't know what other.
It's
I
Dina
don't know what other
Menzel.
movies she does.
In what,
It was not a movie.
Wicked.
Wicked?
Yep.
Sing it, keep singing. I was losing it.
Same time, maybe slightly before. you.
Jake got it. There you go. Make
There
me
we
feel
go.
better.
Yep. I knew he'd know it.
Wait, what's
I knew someone with culture would know it. That's great. I don't actually. Why can't I?
You remember Wicked? Wicked's a great play.
I've never seen
Can we go
Wicked.
s-
I know. I've listened to
you
the
know-
music.
Wait a minute.
I
You've
listened to
never
the music.
You've never seen Wicked?
No, I never had the
You know
chance.
where we're
Hasn't
going?
seen
This-
anything.
You know
I
we gotta go
wish.
see Wicked. We gotta see
But
Wicked.
I've always wanted to.
I still wanted to go back to Hamilton.
I've seen
It's
Wicked
far.
I've never
twice.
seen Hamilton.
Oh, it's so
It's
good.
City.
I've seen Wicked twice.
I'm gonna throw something at
Cal,
you.
shut off his mic.
All right.
He has 5 minutes
all
on
right.
it.
I'm gonna shut it off real quick because Philip Rosewood donated $50.
Not another.
shit.
I
Philip.
actually did shut it off.
Thank you so much, dude.
You gotta turn it on. Turn it on.
Thank you so much,
Cincinnati,
dude.
Ohio.
So he said, Dill, talk about Guy and Claire and your thoughts later as you see how I portray both characters as two people who are not
Yep.
as they seem. With Guy starting off as a jerk, but being about his team, and Claire having her world together, but Guy sees through it.
Yeah. Well, I mean, you understand. You know, it's one of those typical like jerk characters, but like you understand why very quickly. And I will. I'll specifically dive into them because I thought you wrote them very, very well when I give my thoughts to you tomorrow. But yeah, that he was a character that I actually really did enjoy, and I usually don't enjoy the kind of jerky characters, but arrogance is the one trait that I really hate. And I don't think it makes a character bad, but arrogance.
What
is
about vanity?
vanity? Well, like give me an example of vanity.
One off the top of my head.
Yeah, I don't really know the exact. That's like being like fake, isn't it?
Yeah, it's kind
Or
of
being like superficial.
yeah, more
Yeah.
like that.
Yeah, I don't know if I'm smart enough to catch vanity in characters.
Yeah, I feel like there's a lot of times it's pretty
Obvious.
there. Yeah, and I feel like you're good with catching stuff.
Yeah, so it's when a character is being superficial.
Yeah, it's like I always viewed vanity as like
I always
you,
think of vanity's emptiness.
you put
that
yourself
Yu-Gi-Oh
on a
card.
pedestal that you don't, that it's more empty, that you didn't really deserve.
We've
kinda
had
thing.
friends like that.
I've seen
over
that.
the years. What is going on, guys? You're about to see the appearance of the musician. We call him. He
Only goes by that now.
He only goes by that. Philip, I will be sending you my thoughts on that tomorrow. Thank you for the massive, massive super chat. The second one. Thank you so much, dude. Chad, we're going to have Nick T give his general thoughts, and then we are going to jump into the 33, 34, 35 summaries, which is very exciting. And then we will, make our picks on the upcoming duel between the Dino Duelist and the Manya Itachi.
Hunt?
It's not Hunt.
You sure?
Please.
I'm fine if it's Hunt because it doesn't look anything like him.
Manya business.
I'll
gonna-
tell you something. Does Manya, very quickly, we're not making our official predictions, does she
No.
break the curse?
No.
I wouldn't.
shot.
I wouldn't.
Not
Bet on it.
not even a little.
I wouldn't bet on it.
Not even a little. Not even a little.
We will be making our formal predictions for maybe the summaries will change your mind.
Not even a
You
little.
know the old sci-fi
Oh.
ones where it was the Ripley's Believe It or Not.
Yeah.
It's the guy. Not this time. It's fiction. We made it up. That's how I think of Manya.
Nick T, before you turn your laptop on, do you want to quickly give your thoughts on the episode? Yeah. Perfect. All right, so we're gonna wait for Nick T to get
You see him drop it like it's hot. Hold up.
Gonna wait for Nick T to get ready here. Nick T, well, everyone, welcome Nick T to the
Hey.
stream.
Hey, everybody!
Thank you. Thank you very much.
Nick T, what were your thoughts on the episode, man?
So I loved the episode. I thought it was just really great. The big Great King of Terror reveal was just like so cool. Yes, you know what? It's the Luke variant, but it's cool. Like it's done well. I'm not upset about it. I think they really like nailed it. His design's insane.
They nailed
They nailed it.
He's blue.
His design's insane. I love it. His attitude, and I wanted to say it yesterday, but I want to go too in depth. So I'm glad I saved it. It kind of reminds me of, for those of you who've watched Hunter x Hunter, the king of the Chimera arc.
I've heard that's one of the best arcs ever.
Yeah, it's incredible. But he's like just born basically, and then he's like, oh, I want to like be better than anybody. He becomes the strongest. He becomes the best at like games. Where it's like, oh, this is like the Luge's first time rush dueling, and he just crushes. His potential is infinite.
Yeah.
And I love that.
Yeah.
It's like terrifying, and I'm just really happy with like excited for the what's to come because of this.
Yeah, and a quick question, because I mean, what did you make of something that I appreciated about this episode beyond the great debut? Because I thought it was a great debut for the Luge, for the Luke variant, for the Great King of Terror, all of that, fantastic. What did you make of Yugioh having a vibe of, okay, I know him from somewhere, I've heard the name from somewhere, Neanderstar, still very weird. I mean, they're trying to figure out who this guy is. I mean,
nothing
speak
good.
to that a little bit.
Yeah. Who are you? I love that.
Thank you.
Yeah, nothing good can come from that.
Yeah.
It's definitely a significant sign, right? Like Yugioh has heard of him for a bad reason. Like it's not for a good reason.
Yeah.
Yeah. Maybe Neanderstar has worked with him once before. There's a reason she was, one, familiar this entire time, and two, apprehensive for a full 2 arcs.
Yeah. Yeah.
So
there's something, and I said this to everyone here before. There is something very obvious, in my opinion, that we missed with her. Very obvious.
Obvious in the past episodes.
Obvious now in the past probably 2 episodes.
Really?
Something we should have probably caught on to last week that we did not. And I will go over that in a little bit. And that's why I think it's important to get to the summaries to continue the dialogue.
Yeah.
So are we ready to get to the 33, 34, and 35 summaries? Big Batch drops about 6 hours.
Wow.
ago.
Yes, we are.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm going to set up while you guys do that. But
Okay.
Spoiler
So
alert!
we are-
Spoiler alert! Spoiler alert!
And normally I don't give a big warning for spoilers because it's usually a 1-episode thing, but this is a big batch. So, we're going to know the next 3 weeks, kind of an outline as to what's going on. If you do not want to know anything, now is your chance to click off.
Did you like my spoiler alert alarm? I thought
no,
that
it was a
pretty
very
cool.
nice
I'm going to
alarm.
record that so we can just do there. You can just hit it when it's spoiler time. You know?
Yeah.
You don't need to.
I vote no.
Oh, great.
Well, guess what, Dredge? Who lives here and has the equipment to do it?
They were going to say who lives
Dylan.
in the pineapple under the sea.
And me.
Dylan.
Okay, who would like to read the 33 summary?
Me.
Okay.
I get wrecked, Dredge. Episode
Sorry if that was loud.
33, Plastic World. It is now the second match of the Friendship Rush Duel Tournament, hosted by the Great King of Terror from the Arctic Nebula. Manyo will be fighting against the Space Dinosaur. The star Mokita Mbembe rambles on about his love for plastic models.
That's a little weird.
However, Manya doesn't care about plastic models at all. She'll be fighting against Mbembe with a cleaning deck. Is that a shout out to Araya Rada?
It sounds like it.
Well, it doesn't matter what deck she uses. Episode 34, The Neanderstar. The new cards designed by Matsubo Heavy Machinery to counter the Great King of Terror were never delivered. Neanderstar headed to Matsubo Heavy Machinery's office, but the group couldn't get in touch with her. So it looks like Asaka
is gone.
out. Yes.
There you go.
Which we knew
We
was
were waiting
happening
for
due
it,
to her
yeah.
voice actress. So they started getting worried. Before they knew it, it was time for the next match of the tournament. Manabu will be dueling on behalf of Matsuba Town. Shockingly enough, the one who will duel Manabu is actually Obviously, it's going to be Neanderstar.
It's going to be an Neanderstar.
Two things we missed.
The star in her name.
The star in her name and also the huge star on her head.
Yeah, I knew there was a star there, but I didn't
I
put
never
two and two
made, I
together.
didn't make the connection until this summer,
I always
which
just
is
thought
crazy.
The star on her head was like to show that she was different from the other cats. Like that was my initial.
Yeah,
Because she's
but
an
it's-
alien
it's-
cat,
it
right? Is
has-
that the argument?
With the apprehension with the Great King of Terror, as soon as the star Providence and then
Yeah.
it was
It's very on the nose.
it was right
a
there in
little on
front
the
of
nose,
us.
yeah.
Now it wasn't really in front of us until last week's episode, until 31, when the star Providence and then the star,
But I
Luge.
like that we missed it.
Also, what's up?
Yeah.
What's up?
Yeah.
I-
and also for the first 30 episodes of the show, we never would have put it together.
No, of
No.
course.
No.
There's nothing to
But
base
even
it
then,
off
like
of.
for 2 episodes, we missed it, and I like when we have 5 people watching a show and we miss something. It's like,
Yeah.
oh, like we should have saw that.
Yep.
And it just shows that we're focusing on something. Like, it's one of those like
Completely
I
different.
have something in this hand. But
Yep.
what about over here?
Yeah.
And we're following this one, so it's cool to see that we in a sense missed something.
Absolutely. Well, she is someone that I have not trusted from the very
Oh,
get-go.
I think
we
you're
all-
right. We all
Yeah.
were like, yeah, I don't know.
We all had
Yeah.
a little something.
alien
in it.
cat.
Yeah.
I still believe.
What did you just say?
Well, and this is what I said last week. This is exactly what I said last week. And it's something that I still think has a very high likelihood of happening. She went to Earth on a mission for whatever
Classic
reason.
story.
Right? And we talked about this last week.
Classic
I
story.
said it last week. On behalf of the Great King of Terror, on behalf of, I guess, the Arctic Nebula, working for the Great King, and she just found herself really admiring Manabu and falling in love, not falling in love, but falling in love in a platonic sense with
It's a friendship.
Earth.
and
yes.
yeah, now she's remembering.
And now has a decision to make. And in episode 34, we're getting a human form Neanderstar versus Manabu. That's a crazy
that's a
good
tough
duel.
duel. That's a
go.
tough
That's
duel.
That's a crazy good
That
duel.
might be the hardest duel to pick.
That's a tough duel to pick, man.
Yeah.
That's a tough duel to pick. The other thing we can talk about is Asuka. We knew that she was being written out of this show because her voice actress is on break. And we were wondering for a while, how are they going to do it? Is she going to lose to Ron? No. Is she not going to board the ship? No. Well, she's being written out here. So in a 3-week span, we lose Rovian and we lose Asuka.
Osaka.
Asaka. Yeah, I can't say her name because I just keep
That's all right, bro.
getting the GX one.
Hey, it happens.
We
I'm
don't,
just-
we
I'm
don't
just-
we don't put Asuka in the same category.
I think I'm just gonna call her Matsuba. I just can't say her name.
Osaka.
So Matsuba and Rovian are gone,
Okay. I just want to make sure.
which is
That's right, that's
crazy.
right.
So
can't say it,
that's pretty, I think, notable. But we'll see what happens there. How long her voice actress is gone? Who really knows? Episode 35. Anyone want to read it? Dredge.
I mean, you pick the one person who doesn't have a laptop, but
Pete,
yeah,
you
sure,
wanna
I'll
read
read it.
That's really funny, actually.
Let's see.
Like, you picked-
I'll blow it up, Dredge.
Oh wow! Oh
Wow, what a nice guy.
Pete's a real,
Wow,
real MVP right now.
Pete.
Episode 35, London, Lies, and Cassette Tape. Yugioh and company managed to capture London, but he then escaped. He left behind a cassette tape for them on the desk. The tape conveys London's grim resolve. The message on it reads, "By the time you listen to this tape, I'll definitely be challenging the great King Dude to a rush duel for sure. It's showtime."
All right.
I'm not gonna
I
lie,
am
I didn't know
so-
that. I didn't know where that summer was going.
Well, read the note.
Where's the note?
It's right here.
No, this tied reference to a 1990 film called Sex, Lies, and Videotape.
Let me say, Nixie, have you seen that movie?
I can't say I have.
Let me say this: I am so excited for London to be wiped off the.
I
face
have
of the
I have a
Oh
not
my
safe
God,
for
bro,
I have a
what?
not safe for work comment that I will not say.
Yeah.
I want you
But
to say it.
man, I really want to.
London is cooked, and I'm fine with it.
Okay,
So-
okay, I'm fine with him losing. You said to be wiped off the face of the earth.
Well, figuratively, not literally.
I don't know how I feel about that.
Figuratively. I'm excited for it. I'm excited for the Great King of Terror here to get another win. Although I don't know, I'm not even convinced that he's going to challenge the Great King of Terror. I could see 36, honestly, 35. Excuse me. I could see 35 being the Providence's first duel, and he steps in the way and duels.
See that.
And duels London. But yeah, I mean, we'll see what happens there. I think London is going to be I think he's going to act like a martyr, honestly, where he knows he's not going to win, but he wants to prove something. We don't know anything about what he's actually doing. I have no.
I don't think he does either.
I'm starting to wonder if he has any idea what he's doing.
If he
either.
did, he would not be in the predicament where he is right now, where he's hiding from the Great King of Terror after his friend just got murked.
Yeah.
He's right.
And what did
And
he
he
give-
was on his own side.
and what
He wasn't
gift-
on anybody's
And what
side.
gift did he present to the Great King of Terror?
A
Obviously,
deck, right?
we assume it was a deck
Well,
because that's what
Nyanda Star said.
Yeah.
Yeah, she's not using the deck London gave him.
Yeah.
Oh, because she knew what his deck was. That's why.
And then
yes. Yeah.
we also have
Oh,
the
she might have known the deck that was going to be given to him.
we also have the 36 title. Feelings I want to convey. Yay. I mean, there's nothing we can. Take
I
from
have
that,
nothing
right?
to go on based on that.
Unless I'm missing something, right? There's nothing.
Let me see it.
Feelings I want to convey. Yay.
It rhymes. It's like a song.
This is where
Rovian's back.
No, this is where Goha Yuna says she's in love
I
with
wish.
Udius.
Well,
What?
well, let me.
What did he say?
What?
So shut up, bitch.
I will say this. I will say this.
What are you gonna say?
What do you get?
Are you out of your damn mind?
That was good. That was good.
I'll also say this.
Oh, you're really not as smart as I thought.
You gotta rewatch that movie. The movie's 3 hours long.
I love that
One
movie
boy?
so much, dude. It's actually so good.
I am very excited for whenever Goha Yuna duels to see her use Seven's Road Magician and to see if the Luke has any reaction to it. I think that's fascinating because obviously Seven's Road Magician, a very famous card in some sense. Will the Luke have a reaction to it? No one on Earth knew what that card was. The Luke seems well-traveled, well-versed. Goha Yuna has to be in some way, shape, or form. I mean, she knew about the dual disc.
So
She
does Sky
has
Fisher.
Yuga's disc.
Sky knows too.
Sky knows too. Yeah, there's a lot of mystery there as well. But yeah, these summaries are pretty nuts. But we got to make a decision here, chat. We got to make a pick on Manya versus Dino.
Mind your business.
We do?
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, it should be so obvious, but
Okay. Also, let me get a poll up so you guys can predict as well.
pull.
Did Cal right here? Or did Cal put his pick in?
No, you wrote
I wrote here.
here.
That's why I was looked up the meme. Right. No, because the 1975 is playing in Camden.
Are you going?
I'm not. A friend of mine's there.
You should have won.
I had to send the anti-horny meme, anti-horny spray meme. Just being out of pocket about it.
So
I actually wrote. What
There's
is it?
so many good ones for that.
So many good ones.
it is now the second match hosted by the Great King of Terror from the Arctic Nebula. Manya will be fighting against the Space Dinosaur. The Mokeda
Pronounce that.
rambles on about his love for plastic models. Manya doesn't care. She'll be fighting against Bembe with the cleaning deck.
Is he related to Dikembe Mutombo?
I hope so.
Is that what the reference
I mean, he's
is?
got the,
No,
the,
no,
the
no.
If he does that, then you'll know.
Okay, are we ready?
Yeah, I guess.
Ready as well,
Yeah,
everybody.
hold on.
Okay. 3, 2.
Nick T's not wait, Nick T's not ready.
I already said no. Yeah, bro. What's your problem?
Oh my! Oh,
crap.
Who does this guy think he is?
Guy thinks he runs.
3,
Comes late.
2, 1, send.
Wow, he's going. wait, we need like on what's it, like Fox they put the lone wolf hat on. We need something like that. We need some. That would be
Well,
good.
I'll tell you
That'd be
something. If I get it right, I'm putting the goat mask on next week.
You should.
Okay, I don't know.
That's
Doesn't
great.
affect
I'll
me.
tell you something.
Well, then, Dill, why don't you start us off then, brother?
Yeah,
All
Dill,
right.
have you lead us
You're
off, brother.
Steps up.
I am riding with Manya Itachi. Episode 33 in the next 72
Cal,
hours.
did you hit it?
The
Are you out of your
curse
damn mind?
Will
really not as smart as I thought you were.
the curse will be broken in the next 72 hours.
Wow.
Manya Itachi will get the first win for the good guys. I am all in on Manya, Nanya, Na. Dinos. I love them.
Hey, Dill.
I don't love the characters that play them. Manya
You
gets
know
a
X
win.
is hitting you with the
This
coke
is
in
also. Can I
comments. It's
say
gonna be
something,
bad.
by the way?
Sure, say it.
Neanderstar is probably gonna. I think gonna beat Manabu. That's one that'll be interesting to see the picks next week. And then I think that in 35, whoever London duels is going to get wiped. I think probably by the Providence. I don't see this group getting 4 straight wins off from the get-go. I think the Dino is going to be the punching bag of the group. I genuinely believe Manya
How
gets
many
the win
losses
here.
did our heroes take earlier on in this show?
I believe Manya gets the win here.
How many?
Well,
how
I
many?
didn't
How many
answer your
losses
question.
did we? Of course he didn't. He doesn't want to answer my question.
They
Huh?
took 3.
3.
Yeah.
Okay, so 4 will be perfect.
So that would be 4.
Yeah.
That would be 4.
Perfect.
When did you become like an evangelical like Southern priest?
Yeah, I think
during
he
that?
pulls the mic out. He's
I was
like,
wondering that.
I didn't pull the mic out.
Just
I-
screaming
I
Manya,
didn't
you got
pull out.
sweat coming from your brow.
I'll say
He's
this.
what-
I'll say this.
We need your help.
I
Firmly
need
praise
you. I need you to donate for Manya. That's what you were doing. That was basically you.
I firmly believe Manya gets the win here. Firmly.
I feel it right
She's
now.
also dueled. Has she dueled 3 times already, and she hasn't won?
Twice.
She's dueled twice.
Yeah.
I think she gets the win here. I think she does.
I'm gonna go next and just say that I picked the Dino to win.
Wow.
And
What a smart pick. Smart guy.
Not only just because Manya is an Itachi, but I also have a flipped thought of the next duel, and I think that Neandersar is going to throw the end of the duel to show her appreciation for Manabu.
Honestly,
Wow.
honestly,
Oh, man.
not a bad theory. Not a bad theory.
I'm not talking about 34 yet.
I'm just
God,
well,
I-
that's part of my reason why I'm picking episode for 33.
That's fair.
That's all you've got to say about that.
He's so
That's all.
sour
Okay.
on Dino.
Listen, I can tell you what my heart says first and foremost.
Did Mike win in 7s? Sorry, I'm getting ahead of myself.
You're gonna hate yourself. I can tell you what my heart.
Why
says.
are we talking about past duels?
Yeah.
Dinos.
Listen,
I thought you said it wasn't.
your
the Hunt variant.
update your resume. What'd you
This
do
guy
today?
is so rude.
Excuse
What'd
me,
you do
guys.
today?
Nick
Dinos.
T
Yeah,
is
it's fine.
Nick
It's
T
fine.
is trying
It's
to
fine.
give his
It's
pick.
okay.
I've come to expect this from Dylan. I can tell you what my heart's saying, and my heart says, "Pick Manya." Nobody wants to break the curse more. Actually, I can't say nobody because Shadow Rumsey probably wants to break the curse more than me. Nobody wants to break the
He does.
Itachi curse
Yeah, Nick
more
T is
than a few of
definitely
us,
a,
myself included.
yeah.
But the last time I picked a duel with my heart,
Which one?
truthfully, one
was
stands
that?
out above all.
Which one was that? Yep. Say it.
Owie versus Bowman.
I knew you
And
were
where
gonna.
did that go?
I knew you
Where
were
did that
gonna.
go?
I knew
Where did that
Where
go?
did that bring me? Back to
Back to you. I'm not. I can't. I can't do it. I can't. My heart can't take it. I can't pick with my heart.
Either way,
I'm picking
Nick
with
T-
my head. The Dino beats Manya because
Nick-
the curse is not going to be broken.
You're gonna be right or happy.
Yeah, exactly.
You're in a great
Exactly.
spot.
That's
You're in a
why.
great
That's
spot.
exactly why I'm in a great spot. I'm either going to be right or I will be happy, and that's it.
Exactly.
There's no losing for
That's
me
all
by
that
picking
matters.
this.
Yeah.
Nice.
Thanks, bro.
Easy pick, Dino. You know what to say? It's my turn to pick. Easy pick, Dino. Dinos win here. You're not gonna have your villain group win one duel and then lose. It doesn't make any sense.
It's not a high quality character. In
That's
the villain group.
but does Manya need this win?
yeah.
Why?
Because she's lost every single duel she's been in. She's
So
a
did-
joke.
0-9
So
Shingo.
did
0-9 Shingo.
Well, yeah, and people claim he's still one of the best.
Who's that
characters in
character?
Yu-Gi-Oh.
What Itachi character we have last show that lost all her duels?
Mimi.
Mimi. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Cool.
Okay.
Good talk. All right, Pete. Yep. I'm good. None more to me need to be said.
Yeah, I'm
Quick
kind of
and
in the
easy.
same boat as Nick T. I really wanted to pick Manya. Not only heart-wise, I do agree with Dylan in the sense that it could work story-wise. It's just, what have you done for me lately? And yeah, you have to give me one. Give me one, and then I can go in with some confidence in further duels. But listen, I picked Mimi a few times in sevens. I think I even picked Manya once in the show. It never happens. It literally never happens. I'm always disappointed. The character serves other purposes that can be important, but she just never wins. And I feel like just as much as the Luke character is the ace in the hole for Bridge, they really love clowning on these Itachi characters. And they really do. I think it's just a running joke over there. So I can't,
Over there.
I can't pick it.
The studio's
Can
just
I-
laughing.
Can't do
Can
it.
I also back Pete on this a little bit as well, just to continue the why Manya's going to lose?
Definitely.
I'm gonna jump ahead and use another one of the summaries as a point here. For what other reason would London just decide to run in there and jump in? When Manya loses, he's going to start going through his own head, like, I need to go do something and try and get my sister back, or I think they're sister and brother, right? Not cousins. If I remember this
Kirishima
correctly.
Itachi. I think London works for him.
Oh, no, London works for Manya. Sorry, yeah, you're right. Rovian's the other one. So he loses The person he works
boss.
with and his sister.
Well, but yeah, he hasn't shown any empathy.
I think he's about to.
Maybe
That's fair.
Doesn't
well,
seem
based
like
on
that
this,
kind of
well,
guy.
if you read this summary, it's possible.
You just can't see through anything because this character
I love
might
it.
somewhat be related to the Hunt variant. So any of our points, even if they're great,
No,
I see it in
that's
your
not
eyes.
it. How
about this?
You're ignoring it
Wait.
and just going, nah, I'm going to roll with the character that's like 0 and 10 at this
Wait,
point.
Dill. I'll let you switch your pick right now.
No, I wouldn't.
Yeah?
Switch my pick. Yeah, I wouldn't
Okay.
switch my pick.
All right.
Yeah. It's not even about the Hunt variant. It's not about
it's
Mike. We
all
left Mike
about
in the
Hunt.
past.
I want
You
you,
love
if you
it?
lose,
Are you kidding?
if you lose since you're the lone wolf, you have to wear clown makeup next week.
I'm not gonna wear clown makeup.
I want you to.
Last time I was the lone wolf, Go Ayuna beat Yugioh, and it worked. So
Okay.
I didn't gloat. I didn't bring champagne, but I'll tell you something. Manya wins this duel. You are going to see a very obnoxious side of me next week. No shirt,
So the norm,
bow tie,
the norm.
sunglasses.
I've
No,
re-
even worse.
Ivory is going to be excited.
Unspeakable.
Unspeakable champagne. I'm going to do my best Shannon Sharp impression.
Well, if
I'm
you
just
bring
letting you know
champagne,
right
can
now.
we drink champagne then?
Only me.
Ooh,
Yo, you're gonna be. It's that meme where it's like the guy that gets gets the thing on and he bites the thing. He
Everyone
shakes, and he's on
else is the top
third.
three, and he's
So
like
because
in
Dylan's
this.
clearly the worst of us, and he's proving it by
we know
doing
that. We
Yep.
already know that.
Well, we'll see what happens, chat. But I believe the curse gets broken in 72 hours.
I said it. I would be happy if
I
that was
wouldn't
true.
hate it if it happened. I just don't think there's any chance it's going to happen.
I would
that's
enjoy
fine.
watching your soul break when she loses.
No, I don't have a lot of emotional investment in it.
I hope you do.
I don't.
I know you do.
I don't.
Deep down, I know you do.
I don't. I really don't. I'm not the biggest Manya fan in the world, but I do think
okay.
I like her. I think she's a fun character.
Yeah.
I think the curse is broken here.
Okay.
I really do.
You heard it here first on the
You heard it
the
here
Crazy
first. I'm
8's
gonna go on the
podcast.
record.
Itachi curse.
The
Itachi
Itachi curse ends in 72 hours.
Wow.
Feel pretty good about it.
I don't know.
Feel very good about it, actually. Very good. I feel great.
He just keeps leveling up.
Yeah, he's good.
feel wonderful.
Oh my God, he's crying.
How's the ENT? How's that prescription, the ENT medication going for you?
I was working decently.
Yeah, I can tell.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do we have any other comments to make on the summaries? What's coming up?
Not that we can. I can't wait to tell you this one off screen.
Jeez. Well, exciting stuff. We'll let the poll run. Right now, it is very close. Dino 48, Manya
Wow.
Nanya 47-47.
Is it really?
It's
Yeah.
47-47.
Why?
I mean, you guys are picking a. I'm just surprised how confident you guys are about it. This character could very well be a one-off minor
We're
villain
picking-
in this group.
It
Against
could.
an Itachi, though.
Yeah, so that makes me feel.
How
a lot better.
relevant has Menjiburo been?
Not relevant at all.
Oh, did
He did.
Uh,
He did beat Itachi. So we've seen it
okay.
already. Are they gonna
Okay.
cycle?
Yes.
Yeah.
Hold on. I listen. My memory's not as good these days, so thank you for refreshing it, Yugioh.
my
Everything. I
God,
appreciate
dude.
that.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm just surprised
yeah.
the faith you have in this.
Right, bro.
one-off.
I'm surprised the faith you have in a character that hasn't won across 2 shows now.
Well, that's unfair.
The name hasn't won in 2
Yeah.
shows.
Yeah. Did Bochi win? No, Bochi lost, right? I can't remember that Bochi duel.
What does Bochi have to do with anything in this conversation?
You just thought cat dog, and that was relevant for
No,
you.
no, no. I
That was
thought,
real deep analysis from
No,
you.
Bochi is Manya's person, so I thought that
Oh,
maybe or a dog, so I thought maybe But
I'm just confused. I don't know.
Well,
I
we'll see
mean,
what
the
happens.
Andestar also has a connection to Manya, so I don't
yeah, that's
know
true.
where we're going with that.
That's
But
true.
I'm just not even sure about the connection. How's that relevant? Can you explain that to me?
Was what relevant?
The Bochi connection to Manya relevant?
Oh, Bochi and Manya are like best friends.
Yeah, okay. What's that have to do with Bochi's loss?
Nothing. I was just asking if he won. I wasn't going to make a point.
okay.
Oh, there's no point?
Yeah,
No,
that's
I just
no
couldn't
connection?
remember.
Yeah,
I
that's
couldn't
the
remember.
usual.
very interesting.
no point.
Interesting.
Yeah, couldn't remember. Gonna read.
I thought we were
some
talking about
more,
relevant things here.
Gonna read
I
some more
apologize.
link donations. Let me see here. Sora, thank you for the $2 donation. Appreciate it, Sora. Best episode of Go Rush by far. Definitely agree. Honestly, in my top 3 for Bridge Yu-Gi-Oh episodes, the Luke redesign is amazing, and making him a villain character like that is cool. Pun intended, yes. Always love an ice villain. Was just what I needed in the middle of an insane work week. Yeah, absolutely. No, it was a really good episode, and definitely, solid. Super, super cool to see where they go from here. Dark Emperor J, thank you for the $2 donation. Dylan Callan, if she's in the chat, I have a proposition for you. Would you be interested in buying a Kotatsu? Thinking about it, it's a blanket, table, and heater in one package. Hell, you can do Crazy 8 on it. Just sell the space heater and you're good. I have no idea what that is. I don't know if you do.
Never heard
But
of it.
we
in my
also
life.
have a space heater and we have a couch. So I feel like we have a lot of that stuff.
We got a lot of furniture come this Saturday.
Yeah, I'll look into it though, Dark. I mean, thanks for the suggestion. I'll definitely look into that. Crystal Colden, thank you for the 888 donation. Appreciate you, Crystal. Doing the 888 donation in hopes this tournament arc gives us a Yuhi versus Uemu duel that is on screen. Yeah, I felt pretty good about it last week because of the way this tournament arc is working, where it's Arctic Nebula versus Mutsuba Town. I don't think we're going to get that duel because that would imply Yuhi or Uemu is fighting on behalf of the Arctic Nebula. Don't really see that
Could
happening.
force
at this
them into a
time.
situation.
Yeah, that's the only way that it could happen. Would they go that route? Maybe.
You want to save the place you live, or you want to save your sibling?
Yeah, it would be interesting if they went that route. I mean, they also have that headband like gym looking bro character that we don't know when he's dueling. He could be the one that duels London in 35. We also know that the nail variant still needs to duel. So if those two duel in 35-36, you would imagine that the Luke variant, Luge probably needs to duel again, assuming we end in 39. So yeah, we'll see. I don't have a lot of faith in that duel now because of the format of the tournament, but we'll see. Limestone, thank you for the $2 donation. The Luge also seemed pretty cheeky. No, he definitely did. He seemed like, he may have kind of known what he was doing, but also he's got that kind of cluelessness that Luke also had, that charmed cluelessness. So hard to get a read on him, but no, you're definitely right about that. And thank you for the donation, Limestone. Brian Ford, thank you for the $5 donation. Appreciate you. This was my favorite episode so far. Loved the Luge. Probably my favorite character. He's a good mix of humor and menace. The Luge is so cool. The Luge is so cool. There's a reason I said it twice. Yeah, the Dragius chant, very, very similar to Luke's Dragius chant. So definitely a comparison there, which is really, really awesome. And again, is there any link to their past forms? We have no idea. But, I mean, it's still really cool to see the tributes there. Sora, thank you for the $2 donation. Also, so happy to have a version of Luke summoning chat back right on cue. There's a reason I said it twice, really grew on me throughout sevens to be one of my favorite chants. Now that my life is becoming busy, hopefully we can talk soon, Dill. Yeah, hopefully. My life is still pretty hectic over here. Just moved in. Ivria's moving in next weekend, but should calm down maybe during December or after the holidays. But we will definitely catch up, man. And hopefully it's been good busy, but thank you for the $2 donation. Mega Karibo, thank you for the Satan donation, 666. Appreciate you, my man. Finally got a job again, so I'm back to super chatting. Listen, you do not need to super chat at all, but congrats on the job wholeheartedly,
Let's
man.
go.
That's awesome news. I wonder if the Luge is an evil, but the way he does things is so foreign that it terrifies our cast. Maybe his people do freeze each other if they feel unwell or sad. Yeah, that's not a horrible theory. Maybe it's some form of, like, therapy for them where, like, what he's doing is not a lie. He said, I'm going to make you not feel pain and to freeze someone.
What a great guy.
I can
What a good-
attest that cryotherapy is done for pain.
Maybe that he's actually performing cryotherapy on
Hey,
them.
it's cryotherapy.
He's a doctor.
He's doing what they did to Walt Disney, and I think that's fine.
Yeah, I think that's it.
That's what they did. They froze his head.
Right, just his head.
Yeah, no, just his head.
Yeah.
I think it's just his head.
I know, but
I know what you think.
that's the comparisons are
We should.
not really lining up.
Oh yeah, I guess.
What were you about to say? We should what?
Never mind.
No.
We
You know
should
what?
we
After,
should
after.
what?
We should
behead our characters.
revive Walt Disney.
There's so many
No,
things we can
no.
get-
No,
Def-
we shouldn't do
I
that.
thought he was gonna- Definitely
I
not.
thought he was
No.
going to say we should freeze
Definitely
one of
not
us.
No, actually, yeah. If Manya loses, I will freeze myself. Can you imagine?
God, that's the dream.
Limestone, thank you for the $2 donation. Didn't Yugioh say that the Velgears fought on a subcold planet or something? The episode where Chupataro tried to trick him. Yeah, I got to go back and look at it. He definitely said
Pull up
something.
the clip.
I mean, he has experience with cold. So,
He said he could do like ridiculous temperatures.
yeah, which was seen. So, yeah, it's fascinating there. Sora, thank you for the $2 donation. Also, FYI, the poem Rovian cried out was actually her tears just forming the word poem.
Yes, that's
in
correct.
katakana, which is hilarious.
It was very funny.
Yeah, and that was right
Funny
before
that she died.
Literally,
She was-
poem of tears.
It was a poem of tears because it said the word poem.
I cried.
Sora also went on to say, really
I
hope
cry
the
every
Hunt
time.
variant shows up. I loved him
Yes.
so much in Sevens.
Yes.
And especially cool that they're bringing in an African cryptid based on the episode title with a Yu-Gi-Oh version of Makole Mbepe. I'm actually not even familiar with that
I'm
cryptid.
not familiar. Yeah.
But that is super
Who
awesome.
said that?
Sora, solid snack.
I'm curious.
Pull up the cryptid.
Oh yeah, it's a it's like a Godzilla-esque.
It's a brachiosaur.
It's like a it's like a
Brachiosaur.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's a dinosaur.
Homie's a Godzilla
Someone
over
said
there.
someone said alive. It's I like that. That's the.
Yo.
It was in Godzilla King of the Monsters because Godzilla was the first Google search suggestion, so that's why it came up.
I don't argue
Um,
that, but it's definitely not Godzilla.
No,
It's
it's
not
not
like it
Godzilla.
was-
He
Yeah,
bowed at the end.
He definitely bowed. They all bowed.
They always
Had
do.
to.
Yeah, super cool.
he's
Okay,
the
well,
god.
we were
He's the goat.
wondering what that name and reference was to, cryptid wise. Now we know. So
There you
that's
go.
so thank you. I actually did not even realize that, Sora. So that's awesome. Thank you for letting me know.
Too bad it wasn't the Mad Gasser Mattoon.
He's
Well,
coming.
He's coming. Yeah.
Brian Ford, thank you for the $5 donation. Come on, guys. Manya's not going to win. The final opening shot doesn't even have Manya with the heroes. Even Asuka is in that shot. Remember, guys, when the writers had a chance to give Manya a win last arc, they'd rather the heroes take 3 L's in a row. Brian, we will
Now,
see.
now
man.
also don't say guys. Just say Dylan.
Yeah, that's fine.
Well, in the poll, still very close, 48 to 46. So there
my
are
God.
Yeah, the people feel bad for you.
there are about 30 people voting for Manya.
Yeah, people feel bad for you.
We'll see. We'll see what happens.
Are you done with links here?
I am done with links. Yes. And Brian, thank you very much.
Let's slide back into the super chats. We have
God, dude, so many.
$2 from Crystal Colden.
Thank you, Crystal.
And Crystal said, Luge's Dragons. I'll take them to go, please.
Yeah, super good. I'm sure you loved them, the ice-based Dragias. And ice theme and normal monsters, which is really
Yeah.
interesting. Normal monsters, vanilla.
We got $5 Australian from Electric Kevin.
Thank you, Kev. Appreciate
Kev
it,
said,
man.
still wished it was a new character, but glad we got the variants of the main 7 out of the way. I'm hoping for non-variants antagonists in the future arcs.
Yeah,
Agreed.
there's no
Agreed.
other variants that people at this point are like really, really waiting on. I know you can say, well, the Space Club, we haven't seen any of those variants.
Well,
or-
they're fine. They
Seagull
didn't. They
Child.
literally didn't even do anything.
I am still wondering to this day.
yeah,
Where'd the ladder come from? It
Yeah.
was always handy.
it was always handy.
Where? Who was holding the
Yeah,
ladder?
no, that's a good point. I mean, I guess the only other one is the Tiger, right? Tiger, I guess.
Yeah.
But
Tiger would be
outside
sick.
of Tiger, we've seen variants now for every single one of our probably 10, 15 most major characters. So I think we're probably done with
That's right.
variants. Last 60
about
episodes,
Shut
let's
up.
focus on unique characters, and I think that'll be good for the show. Definitely. Good for variety.
Mm-hmm. So, continuing on here, Drago77 Blue has been a Slifer Red member for 18
Thank you,
months.
Drago. Appreciate you, man.
And Drago, this is addressed towards Pete.
Oh no.
Please don't hate me, Pete,
Oh, he's gonna.
but I'm a Seahawks fan.
Oh my God.
Oh Lord,
Wow.
dude.
Pete, do you have a response?
That's all. That's all.
Yeah, man, it's been good knowing you, and feel free if you want to, Wednesday nights you want to check out any other podcasts. There's a lot of other options out there, so feel free. Thank you.
Oh my God,
Um,
dude.
Thank you, Drago. And
Thank you, Drago. I appreciate you, my man.
I'm going to skip ahead a little bit. X-Slayer just jumped in and donated $50.
X-Slayer,
Woo!
jeez, thank you
That's
so
a
much,
big boy.
dude.
And X-Slayer said, I want people's opinion on this, but casual players are attacking me because I disagree on their opinion,
Okay.
where they want the main master format to have a limitation rule, where you only be allowed to summon 5 monsters and activate 5 card effects, which sounds dumb.
Yeah,
I can't really weigh in on that, to be honest with you.
Neither can I.
I don't think I think I'm probably the only
Yeah.
one that can kind of weigh in on it. I mean, and first of all, X-Slayer, dude, thank you for another massive super chat.
Bill, you should give your expert opinion on this and the final say on it right now.
Okay, no, I'm not an expert on it.
He's gonna take back his donation if you don't answer correctly.
X-Slayer, thank you so much for the super chat. I don't know. I don't really know if I like the sound of that
The
because
chat doesn't agree with it either.
Yeah, I think the problem is you feel, and I get why casual players like it because there's a lot of decks that can have easily. You can summon 15 monsters and have 20 effects in a turn. I get it, but I think the issue is that means that like short combo decks become like super super strong, and it limits like the full extension of what decks can do, and some decks need to have more than 5 monsters summoned and need to have more than 5 combos and effects to happen to just get a decent board that becomes competitive. By doing that, you kill a lot of decks. Like, I'm thinking about my Dino deck. Do I summon more than 5 monsters to end on Ultimate Conductor, maybe an Appaloosa or an Access Code, and a like a Borreload Savage? Absolutely. And even if I summon that Appaloosa, Ultimate Conductor, and Pankratops or Borreload Savage, which is way more than 5 monsters and 5 effects, my board can easily get blown out by a lot of decks still. And so if you limit, like, I'm just again using my dinos as an example, if you limit me to 5 monster summons and 5 effect activations, I can't even make like that good of a board to defend myself against like other decks. So like, yeah, I think that's
It kind of
wild.
seems boring.
Yeah,
Right?
it is boring.
If you could just overload and like you have one player making like this ridiculously long turn, I mean, it's not even fun.
Yeah. So, yeah, I don't know. It's definitely an interesting fix, but I don't know if it would really fix anything. I've always been a fan of, like, I don't know what it's called, rotating sets or rotating I don't know what card game does it. I don't know if it's Pokemon, but I think that, and I don't know if it would work with Yu-Gi-Oh! I think it would be fascinating if, like, you have, like, rotating formats. I don't know too much about it, so I can't really speak to it. And again, I don't know if it would work for Yu-Gi-Oh!, but I think that would be something that would be interesting to see them try. But I know right now we have a Tier 0 deck with, tiers and sprites, and with the magnificent Mavens out. I know Yu-Gi-Oh's not in a great place right now, card game-wise, main game-wise. How do you fix it? I got no idea, but I feel like that's not really a solution.
Set rotation was what you were looking for.
Yeah, and a lot of people are saying
It
wouldn't
work
really
in
work.
Yu-Gi-Oh.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you'll kill
So-
legacy support.
So I wonder why. What makes it work in like Pokemon then? And by the way, I wasn't. I was just throwing it out there. I immediately was like, yeah, I don't know if it would work.
You've
or
doomed
not.
them by saying it now. It's gonna happen.
It's not going to happen. No, I mean,
Someone's making a video.
if it has no chance of working, it's not going to happen.
Confirmed.
I just thought that was a fascinating
You
thing
gave
that
it a
other card
confirmed
games
set
did. But as I
rotation
said,
by
I have no
hours.
idea if it would work for Yu-Gi-Oh. So yeah, it's interesting. Or thank you for the $2 donation. I'm reading out of order because it kind of adds on to X-Slayer's donation. And X-Slayer, thank you for the $50 super chat, man. I really appreciate it. The arbitrary 5 effect / summons restriction is dumb, but there can be an actual conversation on making modern Yu-Gi-Oh! More beginner-friendly. Asking about just that, the 5 restriction seems in bad faith, in my opinion. Yeah, I mean, and I guess that's just not a good idea. It's just not a good idea.
It's like an extreme.
So, yeah. And there definitely is probably a way to make it more beginner-friendly. I don't have the answer to it. I mean, I don't even play the main TCG. My exposure is Master Duel, and that's pretty much it.
So to continue, we got $5 more from X-Slayer. This is from earlier, though, so not continuing on that point.
Thank you, X.
Just to clarify a bit in team battle, it's most likely going to work like you competing in a 3v3 if you are in YCS. So that's going back to
That's cool.
the team battles.
3v3. Who would I want my 2 partners to be?
I was just gonna ask you.
Yeah, who would I want my 2 partners to be in a 3v3?
Who do you trust?
You'd have to.
Well, the
you'd have
problem
to
is-
have Latrell. He's helped you. A lot.
Yeah, it's gotta be
I
Latrell.
would definitely have Latrell. Latrell is great. Was up with Latrell until like 1 a.m. talking about like the channel and
Aw,
stuff, and
that's
yeah,
so
he's
nice.
great, and Kenny as well.
It's because you
Ken-
forced him to
Kenny
stay
would
there.
not be on my team.
did
He's
corner-
very
he
devoted.
cornered him, yeah.
But I do have to shout out Kenny there, huge friend.
Keith.
I don't know. Like, there's a lot of really good duels, but like X-Slayer would purposely sabotage. I feel like, and I don't think X-Slayer would team up with me anyway.
Well, he
He would
want
wanna
to
beat you.
Yeah.
Right. So I wouldn't. So
Or
X-Slayer
we shouldn't
couldn't.
say want to. He will.
Yeah.
That's true. True.
It'd be interesting. There's
It's an-
I have a few.
I am
options. I have a
inevitable.
few options, but yeah. I mean, yeah. It'd be cool. I mean, we definitely got to do it on Master Duel next Thursday. It'll be a lot of fun.
Well,
I'm actually very excited. for that.
doesn't Jack Knight play in tournaments and stuff?
Yeah, oh yeah, and
He might
Colin.
be Yeah, they
I
both
mean,
might
there's a
be,
lot of
good people to add on. to your
there's a lot
team.
of really good.
Dak said
duelists.
X is the rival. He's your rival.
Yeah.
Yeah.
X is
He's
100%
your Luke.
rival.
You're
He's the
you're
Gary.
Yugioh. and he's-
No, he's like your revolver.
You know what this reminds me of? Like, remember that game? Oh my god, you like Duelist Roses. You remember that game?
Oh yeah.
I actually
Old
really
game.
want to like stream that.
You
I
should
just thought
stream
of
You
it.
can
That'd
get
be
it
a
on
good time.
emulator. Yeah.
Yeah, I
you
think that'd be
can-
a good
yeah,
time.
easily.
Yeah.
you
I'd
could
probably
easily
get
find it
raw.
on
I'm like,
emulator.
I could never beat that game.
Yeah, I don't
know.
I never played that game in
It's a
Cyberpunk.
lot of fun.
I played one of them for like Game Boy.
You could
Advance.
choose either to be like the good guys or the bad, and you'd verse the opposite.
Yeah.
So you chose to be like the bad, like you chose bad. You have to verse like Joey, or Jonucci, Yugi, Taya, or what's Taya's other name? Anzu. Yeah, and it was like easy one. Then you'd have to verse like Mai. It was a lot of fun. But you moved on a board. Like you had to move your characters on the board.
Yeah.
The traps could move around.
Maybe I did play for PlayStation. It came out for
PS2.
PlayStation.
Probably a PS2
yeah,
game.
dude.
Maybe I did have a weird one for
PS2 had
PlayStation.
It wasn't
everything.
weird. It didn't make sense at the
No,
time. But like,
no.
it,
They were
it's
just
something-
releasing anything they could to
Oh, yeah.
capitalize
Of
on.
If you
course.
look at the catalog of PlayStation 2, it's like the most insane thing you'll ever look. Like they'll
Heaters.
never do it again.
Heaters.
And even
There
there's a
was
ton of
Jackster.
there's also a ton of crap.
Oh, there's so
I mean,
much
the
crap.
Imagine
The
the
output
amount
was
of
just insane.
games is insane.
Yeah.
yeah.
Ratchet and Clank,
And then you look at PS5 and there's nothing.
Yeah, I mean it's a barren desert. I'm looking out there for water anyway.
I'm
And
starving
the
out here.
system's been out for so long.
looking for breadcrumbs out here.
crazy.
That was just a
PC
different
gamer.
time.
PC gamer.
I'm gonna jump ahead a little bit here, Dill.
Crazy.
Um,
Yeah.
Philip Rosewood donated another $50,
Jesus, Philip. Thank you so much, dude.
and
Thank
Philip
you.
said, "Let me add to this discussion because."
Thank you, Philip.
Let me add to this discussion because as someone who's been playing the TCG real card game since I was 8, I'm 24 now and I've seen every era of Yu-Gi-Oh! And yeah, basically, if you haven't played this game for years, I can see how beginners will struggle.
Oh yeah.
Oh, yeah?
I gotta go.
Philip, sorry. Every time Caliber reads, I just try to throw him off with the Shiro board or the soundboard as much as I can.
your podcast.
call
that
the
he's doing this
gyro
for.
board.
I'm gonna add some of those sounds to this.
Holy
Yeah.
crap, Dak! That is insane.
Philip, thank you so much. That being said, really, really generous donation, man. Thank you, Philip. I
said
would
it's a lot.
say that it's very not beginner friendly. It's just not. Speed Duel is a good entry point. Rush Duel is a good entry point.
Didn't they
Unfortunately-
say it when they announced it? They were like, "Yeah, if you're a beginner, don't play this game."
They say play Duel Links.
yeah, they're like,
or
"Yeah, don't
something.
play this game."
And it's true. I mean, there's easier entry points than the main TCG and OCG. The problem is, I don't think we're ever getting Rush Duel in the TCG. I just don't. And
Negative Nancy.
I don't believe that. Speed Duel seems to be selling better, so I shouldn't say that. I felt like Speed Duels were going under a couple years ago, but it seems like a lot of people said that GX box saved it. So, I mean, I feel like there's other ways to get into Yu-Gi-Oh! But if you're a complete pure beginner getting into the main game, even for someone like me, I'm not a beginner. I'm like intermediate, but getting into the main, it's hard, man. It's very hard. So, like it's one of the hardest things there are. So like I just believe that like it's just got a very high barrier of entry, and for that reason, yeah, I completely agree with you, Philip. Definitely.
That's an issue though, because if you
It's
want to
definitely
keep
an issue.
building your game
player
generation
base.
after generation, and you add more and more rules and more
It
decks,
shouldn't be difficult.
it'll
gonna
never
deter.
work.
It's gonna
It's like when you think about an anime, right? Dill, what's your rule, right? How many episodes do you need to have in an anime if you're gonna watch it?
I believe in the 12 episode rule.
Right.
Well,
So
so-
if every show started coming out and they're like, yeah, it's like a minimum of like 500 episodes, it's gonna deter you, right?
Yeah.
Like so over time, even if the show keeps going, you're gonna lose more and more of a base because people are gonna go, well, now it's at 600, now it's at 700. I'm gonna catch up on
and
this.
And that's why what Yu-Gi-Oh does, I actually think, is smart with their anime, where they segment it up. So it's
Exactly.
like, man, I'm 80 episodes behind on Sevens. Oh, Sevens is actually ending in a couple weeks. All right, I'll just
Right.
watch Go Rush. And I know people who have done that, and people who have actually
Yeah.
really enjoyed.
And you
Go
don't,
Rush.
and none of them are actually really connected.
No.
So
get, like,
you could
references
you could
here
just
and
jump
there.
into anything.
Like, does the Luge hit a little deeper for people that
course.
watch Sevens?
Yes.
Sure.
Does it hit if you watch Arc 5? Does it hit a little deeper if you watch the previous shows? Yeah.
Yes.
But like you don't need to.
No. No, and that's something that I think the Yu-Gi-Oh anime does well. You also have to remember there's no anime now for Yu-Gi-Oh that's pushing newer people to the card game.
Yeah.
But what Yu-Gi-Oh does have is a very dedicated player base, and so that card
But you don't
game
want
is still
you don't want to risk that though. That's
No,
that's
but
why
it's-
I think they're all talking about that. You gotta be careful.
I think
with
I
that.
think there's definitely things to be concerned about. I wouldn't say it's crisis or panic mode yet, but there's things to maybe be a little concerned about. Yeah, if you're Konami, definitely. But Philip, thank you so much, my man. Thank you, dude.
Thank you, Philip. We got $5 from Drago77
Thank
Blue.
you, Drago.
Drago said, "This makes me wish there's a Yuga, Gakuto, and Roman (parentheses maybe if Rovian is meant to be her variant, look-alike variant, and see them have some power."
Yeah, what do you think about that?
I mean, is it going to be a Yuga variant, or
or
is there just going to be Yuga Man coming down?
Yeah,
from
we've
the,
got some
from the
questions.
question
heavens?
is, and a lot of people will say, you know what? We've seen our Yuga variant. It's Yuhi and Yumu. That's what other
I think
people will
I
argue.
think I did say
But
that.
there's a lot of people I've seen in chat and on forums that would say, "Oh, Yuga's variant is already here. It's the twins." So
even if technically speaking it is the twins, there's some unanswered questions. There's some question
dual
marks
disc.
regarding the dual disc and the deck
For
that
sure.
variance aside is like significant and points towards Yuga.
100%. 100%.
I'm just confused. You said that was from Drago, right?
Yeah.
I'm confused why they're still here.
Oh my God,
dude!
Yeah, I kicked them out, so I'm confused why they're still here in the chat. But that's all I was thinking.
Drago, you can still be here, man. Thank you so much for the super chat.
So Pick Rick has been a Slifer Red member for 8 months.
Thank you, Rick.
And Pick Rick said, "Luge be like GG easy freezy."
I love that.
Cover girl.
He should make that his thing. Easy for easy. Every time he wins.
Caliber actually went as you for Halloween.
Nice, dude. Money. That was money.
Yeah. What'd you say?
I think Caliber actually went as you, Pick Rick, for Halloween.
Oh yeah, it was Pickle Nick.
If you wondered if Caliber hates himself, the answer is yes.
Who was it that said Cucumber Cat? Was it Kenny?
Yeah.
That was also a
Cucumber
good
Cal.
Cucumber Cow.
I mean, cucumbers and pickles are the same thing.
Right.
Yeah.
It's the brine.
It's the brine. Yeah. I love brine.
Thank you, Pick Rick. I
You drink
appreciate
it straight?
I would consider
We got
it.
5.
Pickleback
actually,
shot.
we got $7 total from Jack Knight in these 2 donations.
Thank you,
here.
Jack.
And Jack said, "Hi guys, happy Wednesday."
Happy
Dill
Wednesday.
almost
Happy
topped the
hump day.
YCS, but ended up not.
Ooh.
Anyways,
Oh.
enjoyed the episode. Like the tournament thing going on right now. Also said, looking forward to see the nail variant duel.
Dude, congrats on almost freaking topping the YC. Yeah, ooh.
Yeah,
that's great,
That would
Jack.
have been good.
Jack, we're proud of you, man. Win one of those giant cards, dude. I know you'll do it one day. Yeah, super cool episode, and we're looking forward to seeing the nail variant as well. And yeah, awesome stuff, man. But Jack, thank you so much, dude. Great to see you. And I know someone in my chat, Jack, Colin, someone is going to win a YCS one day. I believe it.
I think so.
I'm positive.
It's definitely not going to be
Or
you.
top. What?
It won't be you.
Well, I've never been in a YCS.
Yeah, it
I
definitely-
don't plan to be.
yeah.
One.
I want to
You're
see.
right, it won't be.
I want to see you do it.
You couldn't do
No.
it. You can't do it.
Compete for the giant
can't do
card,
it.
man.
Well, that's a side event, I'm pretty sure.
How much you do that?
No.
No,
You don't need to buy them
I
aftermarket.
haven't
Still,
played.
you couldn't do it. You're not good enough.
You're right.
No, you
Wow.
can't.
I know you're trying to
How
goad
ba-
me
how-
by
how-
insult, but
How
that
bad
doesn't
does
work
it
with
feel
me.
that you can't do it?
Oh, I can't do it. That's why I have to get it from people.
But-
who are
You know
good
what?
at it.
You know what you're also never going to do?
What am I never
You're
gonna
never going to achieve the L30.
Wow.
No, that's
How
see,
could he say
That's
that?
something I gotta argue.
Yo,
God.
that's
I think that was the worst thing he's ever said. to
that
you.
might be
You're
the
never gonna
worst
do
thing
it.
he's ever
That-
said to
I'm
you.
gonna do the double L30, by the way. Not just hers, but
Oh
my!
my!
Oh, yeah.
Who's the other?
Oh,
Who's the other?
Oh, you like that?
Yeah,
Oh, you like
You
that?
like that?
You like that?
the L30.
We're gonna keep this on topic
Great
here.
girl.
Pickrick donated $5.77 Canadian
Thank you, Pick.
and said, "Listen, I feel bad for Rovian, but I feel like we all need a break from her quote unquote poetry."
Wrong.
And
The Lord is good.
and Luke is
appreciate it, Pete.
everything I expected from a loot variant antagonist.
Yeah, which is a good.
I agree
thing.
with the second half of that.
I agree with the whole thing.
I agree with the whole thing.
They don't appreciate.
We got a lot of just wrong comments today.
Yeah. What's going
Oh,
on?
Now-
here?
weird. It's called an opinion.
Hey, if that's wrong, I don't want to be right.
You don't appreciate
pickle
art.
me.
Everything's got to be like straight rhymes,
Cucumber
like
cow.
so, like a Mother Goose book.
I agree with the whole thing.
That's true. Brian, what if it's just they hate women? Could be that. Could be that.
They just don't like.
Could
He's
be
asking you too, so.
I mean, I love Rovian, so I don't know.
These people out here
I'm not into
listening
both.
I've made
nursery
a
rhymes still, like some
comprehensive-
goo goo gaga rhymes.
I've made a comprehensive video on girl mistreatment and also why Sevens has the best girls. So my videos
This
speak
guy's
for
trying to
themselves.
rely on his content.
You're getting a little defensive.
Yeah, I
don't
agree.
know.
I agree, Brad.
What?
I agree.
My actions speak louder than my videos.
Oh man, the jokes are
Jack
I'm
Knight,
vengeance. I'm vengeance.
Jack Knight donated another $5.
Thank you so much, Jack.
And Jack Knight said, also, guys, episode 41 trailer has dropped. Would you all check it after the
my
podcast if I
God,
sent
dude,
it
why
in the
let that
DM
fly?
group
I don't-
chat?
I don't think
It's
so.
been 2 years since episode 40.
Yes, send it in the
Jesus.
DM. And I'm going to ask you to do a favor, Jack. Don't just send it in the group. Send it to Calibro individually as well. And send it in another group message to Nick T and Calibro. So you're going to be sending it to Calibro 3 times in total. And again, that's something that we do here. We've done it for years.
You have to flood.
You have to follow it, Jack. It's something that we all do.
Yeah.
I want Calibro's phone. It is so many notifications. He has no idea what's going on.
He's going to turn off instantly.
Oh, what?
It shattered.
Yeah, it broke.
Hardwood floor, it
That's-
He
shattered.
checks the screen. It actually is destroyed.
It's already cracked. It's fine.
No, he's not Dylan before a major Pokemon Go event.
I had to get a new
I
phone.
remember I was there. I was
Killer.
at the Best Buy with him.
Killer.
64 gigabyte phone.
Yeah, I was a killer.
I'm going to
Jack,
continue.
thank you. But
Thank
yeah,
you,
send
Jack.
it. Send
Yeah,
it to all
send
of
it.
us multiple times.
We got $5 more from Philip Rosewood.
Thank you, Philip.
And Philip said, the Dino Dude, I can see him talking about Gunpla. If anyone knows about, they're basically Gundam figurines. You can make hyped for these episodes.
Yeah, wait, because it's talking about plastic models, right?
Yeah.
that would be really cool.
I would love that.
Actually, that could be what it is.
He could talk about Funkos.
Well, yeah. I mean, if
I'm
he,
not gonna lie. If he talks about Funkos, someone's watching.
someone
this.
watches it.
Someone's watching this. I don't care what you
Funkos are
tell
very
me.
Popular.
He just goes, is that
Dylan.
a Funko Pop?
Funkos are enjoyed by many people.
Yeah, it's
Dylan.
different. Like Plama, like plastic models are not the same
Yeah.
type
Oh,
of
No,
thank
no,
God.
no.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's gonna be fun.
But
It has slowed down.
You're telling me there's a chance.
The Funkos. Yeah, I haven't bought a Funko in a very long time.
No, he just bought some the other day. You
False.
missed some.
Which
that,
one you
that
buy?
was today.
There's two in the top.
I bought
Yesterday.
two.
Yeah.
It was a very good deep discount deal. I bought two at a Hot Topic.
What'd you get?
No, you're.
Ibarra and.
Are you actually gonna lie right now?
Juno. I
You're
can't
actually
remember his
lying
name.
right
June,
now.
Junpei?
Both my no.
How many did you buy?
It's not a Junpei.
How- Oh my, that's dark. And the spoiler, dark.
Junpei Funko.
Duh.
Give me a break.
Why not?
No reason. Dill,
Both forms.
how many did you? How many did you buy?
3. in total.
There we go.
There's
Well,
a
one
there's a
is
head
not for
swap
me.
change.
One's
you
for
can do
me.
with it.
Right, one's for you.
Exactly. See,
So-
there you go.
So just 2.
Just two.
But I yeah, there's a few more on the way.
The JJK ones still haven't shown up.
The JJK ones are still coming.
There's, there's 18 of those, right?
I bought those.
Still,
there.
compared to how bad it
It's
was,
getting better.
It's gotten better.
Yeah.
So I'll
kind
give you
of-
credit.
You
for
want
that.
you want to know why he moved out?
Oh yeah,
That's what happens
which
when
we
you're
knew would
paying
happen.
rent.
We knew it would happen.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I've
we-
slowed down as well because I'm very satisfied with my collection now. So I only
Right.
add if I get deep discount or if one comes out that I really like. The
Yeah, but
500
also-
Dragon is on its way.
Yeah, but you can't fully say that though. Like, it's not like you're a gigantic Moon Knight fan. You're like, let me buy the whole collection.
That was dumb.
Like,
I don't know
why?
why I did that. That's
Like,
because
you-
I had an addiction, and I enjoyed the
you
show.
know, he admits it.
He
He
just
admits
admitted.
You know, wow, that was big of you.
Wow.
You know
It's
what?
taken
Everybody clap.
almost a year, but we got him to do it,
It
ladies and
wasn't
gentlemen.
easy, man. Chad, it wasn't
Clip,
easy.
clip that.
It wasn't easy, Chad.
We need to record an applause of us for the
That would
stream.
be
Yeah,
good.
that's a good- and we
So
get
when
paid it.
somebody
We-
says something that we
There
like,
needs to be more
just hit it.
slights directed towards Dylan on the soundboard. That's
Yeah,
what
I'll
I
try
I
and
also
sneak
agree
those
too,
on. I'll
yeah.
try and sneak those
I'm
on.
looking for a car that's been tricked out to look like an ice cream truck.
Why did everyone stop talking?
Because I wanted to hear.
I wanted to hear what it was.
That's the Luke getting his shit.
that is
It's
no.
tricked out to look like an ice cream truck.
Yeah.
Oh.
Drago77 Blue donated $5.
Thank you, Drago.
And Drago said, I like your Yu-Gi-Oh! Anime series trivia videos. Do you have an idea for another one?
Yeah, so Drago, I actually don't exactly know what videos you're talking about, which is a little embarrassed. I'm embarrassed to even say that. Are you talking about like the shorts, like
The newest, the shorts. I
I'm
think that's
assuming-
what
Yeah,
he's
but
talking
I'm
about.
assuming he's talking about like the guessing the character.
guessing the
Yeah, that's
character?
what I would get. That would be
Yeah.
some kind of form
That's
of
what I- that's
trivia.
what I was
That's
saying.
what I thought.
If
Yeah.
you first of all, if you can write that in chat to confirm, that would be great. Second of all, if that's what you're referring to, we have one that Pete did. Pete helped me out with, so he will. That one will be out, I think, on Saturday. And I would like to record a couple more of myself playing the game, of these 4 playing.
Oh, God, I want to play.
I know
I'd
Trell-
love to
Trell
play.
and Kenny
Harder
want
than
to
you
play. But
I'm excited.
I
don't care what loses.
I have a few variants of it. There's another variant that I'd like to do of it where like you have to like shoot a basketball or something through like a hoop or like a ping pong.
yeah,
I
you
want to do a
showed-
soccer one.
You showed
And
us the
give me a
reference
soccer
Right,
for
one.
this.
you
yeah.
have like 8 attempts, and each one you get in, you get a hint towards that character, and then you have one guess at the end, and you have to try to guess that character.
We
so
can easily set that up.
yeah, we
Oh,
can
it'd be
be
so
very
easy.
easily. So, or it could even be like we could make it very Yu-Gi-Oh themed, and you have to flip guess if it's a monster spell or trap,
Okay.
which is a game that was played in AC.
Yep.
Right.
That's kind of a fun
That was
game where you have like a
That got bad real
you have
quick.
like
got bad
Yu-Gi-Moto's
very
deck,
quick.
so it's got like 10 spells, 10 traps, 20 monsters, and you have to say trap. And if it is a trap and you get it correctly, then you get a clue, and the more clues you get, the easier of a time.
If you get it wrong, you drink.
Well,
I like that
That
part.
won't be part of it.
That
but-
will definitely be part of it.
But yeah, so there's a few different games I have. I have a lot of ideas for different shorts and different fun videos. So I
You've been
appreciate.
doing really well with that, man.
Yeah, thank you, man. I appreciate that you've liked them. I'm happy they've been
And you've been-
received
you've
well.
been
The
doing great
L30s
also.
liked them, and so yeah, I appreciate it, man. Thank you so much, Drago.
Thank you, Drago. Philip Rosewood is back with another $10.
Thank you, Philip.
And Philip said, Dill, over the years I watched you figuratively have a knack for wanting characters to be put in packs. I know it's for jokes, but damn, I thought I had characters I wanted gone. Haha, things are getting good.
Things are getting good. Listen, I assume this is about the London comment I made earlier. Listen, and now
The end is near.
and London faces the
final
final
curtain.
London's dead.
We actually, I'll let him finish.
Are you done, Dylan? Drago responded, by the way, about the trivia ones.
Along the way.
Shout out Jake Goes Online. with
Shout out
that quote.
Jake.
He said, I was talking about the videos about which character had the most losses or which
Yep.
series had the most
Okay.
duels, those kind of videos.
Yes, I figured it wasn't the shorts because that wasn't really trivia. Yes, I have
Find the trivia, though.
the script is being worked on for the 10 most winningest girl characters in Yu-Gi-Oh history.
It's not a real one.
Honestly, I've been waiting for Yuumu to get one more win. So once Yuumu gets a win, then that video should be out within like 2 weeks. I was hoping she'd beat, Rovian, but she didn't. That's fine. And then the shortest duels in Yu-Gi-Oh history should be out on Friday. So that should be out in 2 days. That was supposed to be out last week. I've been bad with uploads in general. I apologize for that. That should be out on Friday.
All right. Thank you, Philip.
And shout out to Fender Bullet and Aki Dream, 2 people that have helped me massively with compiling the data and analyzing the data. So thank you.
Shout out. $5 from Gravity Hero.
Thank you, Grav.
Gravity Hero said, the Mbembe is another cryptid. Also, Manabu might let Neanderstar win. Also, you can think of the Mbembe as the African version of Nessie.
I love that. That's great lore. I mean, we're getting a lot of really cool cryptids. My knowledge of cryptids is even going up because of this show, which is something I thought I do know a lot of cryptids.
One of these
but,
cryptids is going to be real.
Well, the Madagascar Mattoon, I still think has a really solid chance. And
No, I mean like in real life.
oh well, Mbembe might be real.
One of these is going to be
There's,
real one
like,
day.
Well, Bigfoot's real.
A lot of I think he could be. Correct me if I'm wrong.
You're
though.
watching a lot of Joe Rogan, aren't you?
Not enough.
There's a lot of the Congo in Africa that's unexplored, isn't there? Like the Congo's.
I mean, there's
very,
things that go on in the inner jungles that we have no
yeah,
idea.
Dylan.
like,
Sure.
could something
I
like
don't
that-
know.
I got this one second.
yeah,
Dill, where's the Congo?
the Congo's in Africa.
Where?
Where in Africa?
I genuinely don't know specifically. I just know it's in Africa.
It's the center.
Just I want to know if you knew where the
Isn't
Congo.
it the
I would just say in the
Democratic
Congo.
Republic
You
of
know.
the
Now it's the
Congo.
Democratic Republic of the Congo.
Yeah.
To be completely honest, I don't know where
It's got a
Mount
messy history.
Kilimanjaro is. I think it's in Asia, isn't it?
Yes.
Right, but I don't know. Like I know generally, but I
I'm
don't know
just
the
doing this because I know how
specifics.
much Pete knows all this stuff, and you don't. It's just Pete.
I don't, but I admit it. I'm not pretending to know. But I'm just saying, like the
You should know.
the
though.
We're gonna do a
Kalahari Desert-
geography podcast.
The
one
Kalahari
day.
Desert. I know the
We
Kalahari
really are.
Desert is a track in Mario
I wish
Kart
Bree was
64.
here right now.
Don't
She
you mean
would
the
co-host with
Calamari
me on
Desert?
that.
Kalahari Desert is Mario Kart 64. You're right.
Oh, I was saying the Calamari Desert.
That's real life.
Like Galamad.
But there is reports.
Right, of dinosaurs.
Again, everything unconfirmed. Where like there's like spiders the size of like small dogs in the middle of like those Congo jungles. I mean, because it's just stuff that most people can literally not get into. You can't see really satellite-wise because it's so thick. I
And
mean,
if
it's
you-
totally. Think about how much we
It's
don't know
very
about the
possible.
ocean.
No, it's
You know, it's
Oh,
totally
going into the
possible.
ocean's terrifying. Don't even go into that one. That's just. I think we've
I
explored,
swear to God, I see a spider the size of a small dog. That's it. That I am on the first rocket to Mars. We are out. We are gone.
Yeah.
It is out.
It'd be tough
That is
to
it.
it'd be tough to
it.
comprehend that.
That's it. And,
So
and you
imagine
boys
gr-
are gonna be joining it.
Imagine grasshoppers the size of like your large Funkos. Just
We're
jumping
calling it a
around.
day, bro. It's
Imagine
a
hopping
wrap.
around, dude.
You mean
Dude,
like the
I'm-
spider crickets?
I mean,
Yeah, picture that
grasshoppers.
thing. Except it was
Size of a
like
dog.
it was the size of like
I
a
don't know
small
if I could
dog.
take it. I don't know. I think it would beat me in a fight.
It would be like an alien.
I think it would beat most people in a fight. Are you
It wouldn't
kidding?
be Dredge.
No, it wouldn't be me.
It would
know.
It would be.
I would actually eat it. I would grab it and start
Oh,
eating it
ew.
live.
To
Okay.
what? To
Oh,
what
no.
end? Like, why would you want to do that?
To assert my dominance.
Batman Vengeance.
I'd be pretty dominant.
You
His
could
other-
assert your
his
dominance
friends
by
would
just
watch
killing
me
it.
Eat one of them.
I'm vengeance.
God, it'd be the most terrifying thing. in the
Mel,
world.
thank you for the $20 donation. Mel, it was great to see you recently. Not much to say, but I really want to know if the Luge will constantly keep his cool persona or if he can get mad at anything. Yeah, he's got a very calm, cool mindset, no pun intended. Have a great night, star emote. And I know that's for the breakfast, so thank you, Mel. I appreciate you greatly, and it was great seeing you. Looking
Hey,
forward
Mel,
to
what's
seeing you
up?
again.
Great to see you, Mel.
Yep.
I will continue. Crystal Colden has been a Slifer Red member for 5 months.
Crystal Colden, thank
Wow.
you, Crystal.
And Crystal's probably not here anymore because they said, time for my bedtime. Good night, everyone.
Good night.
Good night.
Can I get a?
Oh, yeah.
And you ruined it.
Thank you, Crystal. Have a great night.
That
son.
is in fact true, Shadow. That's true.
We got $10 from Colin Cleaves.
Thank you, Colin.
And Colin said, oh, God, there's a dinosaur dueling next week? Shoot. Where's that Dino DNA GX copy pasta at?
Yeah, all right. We're going to keep the GX Dino DNA. We actually haven't talked about GX tonight, so let's...
I
Yeah.
know we were
Wait,
doing
wait,
so
wait,
good.
Wait. Can we? No one said it. Don't say it.
We don't have to say
No,
it.
we
Okay.
no.
We're
If we
okay.
don't say anything,
We're okay.
We don't have
good.
to say it.
Don't
We don't have to say
anything
it.
else. Dylan,
I'll say it.
don't you dare.
Deal.
Yeah, next time.
What? What?
First
Say
person
it.
that
Say
says
what
it
you
is
want to
fine.
say.
We're gonna go one. We're gonna
What
go.
do you
I
wanna
will do
say?
that.
Where you
Say
say?
what you need to say.
Say what you
Yeah,
need.
we don't
to
have
I just look how Brian goes. No. Let's talk about the tennis guy.
Well, that we can talk about.
Oh, okay. I'm happy Brian brought him up. Because the tennis guy, he is not with us
He's no
anymore.
longer with us. Yeah.
He's not with
Sorry,
us.
Nadine.
Now the
This is
question
nothing about
is:
GX
is
being a
it
bad show.
is it compared to Calibro?
You could make. There's
I mean, could you
parallels.
make that
Not-
comparison?
the mental health aspect
No,
aside, I
not
think
funny.
it's a
Yeah.
very
Yeah.
Right.
fair comparison.
Right.
Yeah.
Because it's the tennis star. It's a guy who
Are you Judai in that
got a lot
scenario?
of women. No, I'm not. I'm
You're,
definitely
you're not. Who is
No.
Judai in that scenario?
Probably Russo.
Yeah.
Oh my God, dude. Wow.
Good thing Russo doesn't watch.
I mean, I'm.
Cal's going to bed, man. He's so done.
Philip Rosewood donated $20.
Who would that? Oscar would be that.
Like,
We'll talk about that later. The way Dill was
Thank you,
hyping up
Philip.
Manya gave me flashbacks of what we called commercial churches. As a Christian kid, I understand the joke with the donation stuff. It's sad to see, but let's get tithes and offering to Manya, JK,
Yeah.
guys.
That's
should
you.
I, should I walk around with a bucket or like a hat?
It's not. It's a basket. It's a weaved
It's a
basket.
weaved basket. Kenny did a great bit on that. On like
Well,
on-
yeah,
yeah,
because Kenny also participates in stuff like that.
Yeah, he did a good bit on his channel. Yeah, I haven't been to church honestly in a very long time.
you know what?
Because he hates God.
The only
No,
reason I
it's-
go to church now is for weddings. The
I was
literal
at church
reason.
10 times this
Yeah.
year.
I mean, I made
Yeah,
my
10 weddings.
No, I had a christening in there too.
God.
Philip, that's a very generous
Counted
super
that?
chat.
Oh my
Thank you, my
God.
man. I believe that I believe Manya will win.
I believe that we
Praise
will
the
win.
Lord, I guess I'll say to that. And
What?
well,
What does that
that's-
mean?
That's the comparison.
Hey,
Because that you're
Yeah, I'm-
you've
I'm-
been
You
Back
know
it
what?
up.
You know what? Where's my? I'm good.
Cal-
So X Slayer came back and
Philip,
donated
thank you, man.
$5. Yes, thank you, Philip.
Thank you, X.
$5 from X. He said, Dino Guy had a similar addiction on Plastic Model. Does that mean he's a copy of Dylan because he also addicted to Funko?
thank you.
Because
You
there's
guys called that
also a
one.
Plastic
Thank you.
Model.
Okay, X-Layer, I will say this. We've made big progress with the Funkos tonight. I admitted at one point it was an addiction, and also everyone at this table said the purchasing has slowed down. And that's huge because
It's
not,
gone well tonight.
it's not me saying, oh, it's slowed down, and them being like, no, it is not. It's them that said, you know what, it has gotten. I think I've bought 2 new Funkos in the last
I'd say month.
3 weeks.
month and a half.
Since
Comic-Con.
Since Comic-Con.
Yeah.
So
Comic
last
Con
month.
moved out, yeah.
Last month.
Yeah.
So
You
it
bought
is.
a lot of comics.
It has slowed down greatly. It's going to continue to slow down. It's a pretty sexy collection, I'm not going to lie. But I'm pretty happy
Be a
with it
shame.
right now.
Be a shame if it wasn't insured.
Dak did make a good point. He said, but the test is Black Friday and Cyber Monday.
Yeah, that's
Yeah, but
true.
that's deep discount.
That's deep discount.
Oh, that is the discount.
And it
deep
still
discount. I
counts
got-
to
I-
the addiction.
But if you get 20 Funkos for like $30, it's deep discount.
Yeah, but if I can buy like
If I'm still
crack for
smoking,
a
but I
very-
got a
yeah.
deal on a coupon, I'm still smoking.
Yeah,
That's
exactly.
bad for your health.
So are the Funkos.
And this is
Funkos
bad
made-
for your wallet and your overall mental health.
Dylan,
No,
you're bad
for my
for
mental
my
health, it's great. I'll tell you something. I come down in this office space and I see these Funkos.
And you
and
go,
the
wow,
7
I
foot-
live a sad life.
No, the opposite. And I see the 7-foot Jack Skellington and I say, you know what? I'm motivated, man.
Not
I'm gonna
7
get
feet.
beyond
Guys,
this mic.
remember, this is, I
I'm
want
gonna
to put
get
this in
beyond the
perspective
keys.
before we move on. This is the same guy that complained to Caliber and I a couple weeks ago about, oh man, the computer, it's so expensive.
That's
Oh,
true.
I don't know what I could do. The thing that makes his entire livelihood, but buying $200 of a 7-foot Jack Skeleton, blink of an eye, no problem.
that's a
Let's
once
just
a
do
year.
this for something that nobody even really
And buying a PC
really
is a once every
interacts
5
with.
to
It
10
just
years.
stands there. He doesn't even put it in the background of his Twitch streams. It's literally off screen.
It's a redemption.
Yeah, but we'll just drop the money, no problem. But the computer, the thing he does everything on, oh man, can we get a deep discount computer?
To be fair, I'm waiting for Black Friday deals and then I'll probably purchase a new one.
Also,
Which I've been saying. I've been consistent with that.
the Jack Skellington is a multi-holiday product because we can put a Santa hat on
It's-
him.
it's
and
2
a
holidays.
Christmas decoration.
It's 2 holidays.
Multi-holiday.
No, because I'm going to put a bouquet of flowers Valentine's Day.
and Easter Bunny ears.
Okay,
Oh, yeah.
so I'm going to stop you right there.
Why?
My birthday is Valentine's Day. It's not a real holiday. It doesn't count.
Whoa, I don't.
Not even, no.
I'm also not the biggest fan of
I'm
Valentine's
shouting out
Day.
Dredge here.
Because you hate
I'm
love.
No, it's not that I hate
No,
love.
because
I
you,
think it's
you
a very
should take
big,
your girlfriend out all the time or boyfriend or whoever
I
you're dating.
agree.
you know.
I also if
No, you don't take them out on the day.
Yeah, no, that's
No,
terrible.
it's a
idea. Terrible
horrible
I
idea.
agree. If
Exactly.
you
Week
wanna
before,
say-
or week after.
Exactly.
if you want to celebrate Valentine's
Or we
Day,
do it
do it, not the
On,
same.
on the day of, that's where you do the home cooked meal.
Yes.
Yeah.
Show the
That's
love and
nice.
Like, honey, I'm
appreciation.
making a
Stay
heart-
Wait,
home.
Dill, what are you going to cook?
Pancakes and honey nut
I'm making a
Cheerios.
heart-shaped
You know-
meatloaf, you know.
But
put
why
some sauce
meatloaf?
on
I mean,
there.
I'll buy
My
the-
mom
Yeah.
always makes heart-shaped
I'll buy the
meatloaf
honey
for
nut
Valentine's
Cheerios that have the
Day.
hearts in them.
Right.
So that's kind of
Did you actually just say,
But
like,
you're
Okay.
buying it. You're not making it.
are
That's
you-
not the love
are you
gesture.
at least going to make, like, fancy pancakes with, like, toppings and ingredients
I
and
can
stuff?
put blueberries in them. That's pretty good.
Hey,
I really likes blueberries.
it's not gonna last. Not the way you're
I
going.
really hope Ivrea is not listening to your terrible food.
No, she's
and
not.
pic-
She's packing.
Oh, thank goodness.
Yeah, and her parents are at her apartment. So.
We're gonna continue before we get too far off topic.
We're always off topic.
Our favorite jazz musician Ray Winden donated $10. And Angie said, "Sounds like Go Rush has that Pokemon problem of keeping the quad pedal starters as quad pedal, turning them into bipedal. But instead of turning the aliens bipedal, turning them human."
Yeah, I mean, that's definitely not a bad comparison. Nick T, your thoughts on that?
I don't know if
I don't know why I can't say quadpedal. Like quad pedal sounds
yeah.
right, but then bipedal. is
right.
It just-
Well,
I
with a
have
lot.
to reread that. I don't know if I.
So she's saying that Go Rush is similar to
four-legged.
Pokemon. It's like Pokemon, you start four-legged, you end two,
Right.
and here they start alien, they
Oh,
end human.
true. Yeah, which are bipedal. Yeah, that makes sense.
You know, I haven't, to just add on to Nick T's point there, I haven't seen, we haven't seen in the show so far a human ending as an alien, right? That would actually be really
Well,
cool.
Yuhi and Monabu
Yeah.
are on their way.
Also, wait, not all
Mono.
Pokemon starters end bipedal.
What do you say?
Not every Pokemon starter ends bipedal.
True.
No, you're right, but a lot of them do.
Oh, many do.
Rhyhorn to Rhydon,
Well, that's not a starter.
Right on.
and then Rhyperior, too.
All right. We got $5 Australian from Electra Kevin.
Thank you, Kev.
And Electra Kevin says, "Bruh, Manya's not even in the shot in the opening with the group. There's no way she's winning this duel."
Guess we'll see.
And Chikorita becomes Meganium.
Yep.
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 Blaziken's 2, Starts is 2.
Starts as 1, bro.
Wait, what?
Listen,
Torchic's got one leg.
I'll
Torchic
tell a
has
story.
2
real
legs. What do you?
I'll tell a story real
got
quick.
him.
Yu-Gi-Oh! Zexal. We saw
Torterra,
Kaido and
that's what I
Yuma
was thinking.
dueling in the
Terra,
duel
another one.
sphere.
Yeah, it's 4 to 4.
The duel never happened. So we'll see. Openings are not always the indicator.
Oh, I can't wait.
There was another one in was it Sevens or Reigns where there was it looked like in the opening there should have been a duel and then it never happened. I can't think of it, but we've
probably the
talked about it
Spectre duel.
before.
Sounds like Varans.
Yeah, we have.
I forget what it was. Damn.
I don't.
If
yeah, I
anyone in
don't know.
chat knows,
I think it was Reigns.
We
I think there was one. It
definitely
looked
said
like
it,
it was
yeah.
going to happen in the opening, and then it literally never happened.
probably
Yeah.
got changed by the writing.
Yeah, I'm not sure.
Yeah, but we got $10.78 Canadian from Pick Rick,
Thank you, Pick.
and Pick Rick says, like the design of the Star Dragius,
Yes.
it's similar to Multi-Strike Dragius, kind of like the Odd Eyes Dragon to Odd Eyes Pendulum Dragon.
yes.
So hopefully we're going to see the OG Luke Ace.
Yeah, I mean, multi-strike. I mean, we might, it's interesting because the Dragius that the Luge uses is a normal monster, a vanilla monster, which I think is fascinating. Of course, utilizing equips, which is something that our 7's characters did not have access to.
True.
So that's what really gives it its effects and its buffs rather than it having its own effects. So I think that's fascinating. That's clearly how they're trying to promote the equips. Will we see upgrades to his Dragius? Definitely, because he's going to duel again, and he's going to use a monster that goes beyond the regular Dragius, the Ice Dragius that we saw in this episode.
Here's also
So-
double equipped.
double equipped, yes.
Yeah, double equip.
So I'm very excited to see what upgrades we get. Will we see him use the OG multi-strike Dragius? 7's Road Magician, we've seen that.
True.
I'm not ruling it out for that reason. The 7's Road factor, I'm not ruling it out.
Yeah, I think that makes sense.
But thank you so much, Pick.
Sounds like a link. In there.
We got Ichika Nozomi, who has been a Cypher Red member for 12 months.
Thank you so much, Achika. I
Happy
appreciate it.
1 year of membership.
Yes, thank you,
Um,
Achika.
And they said, Manya Nyanyanyelo. If she wins, I don't know $10. I love Manya.
Manya, nya, nya, nya.
Love
Let me
that.
tell you something. We're gonna actually,
Manya Nyanyanya.
we're gonna end the poll. Let's see what the chat voted. Don't let me down, guys.
They let you down.
Let's see.
Dino went up 48.
A lot of people leaning draw no result.
8.
There's also 2% of the vote missing. So
I feel like that happens every time.
It's never
Like,
100%.
There's always
Yeah.
a little bit of a percentage.
Someone like clicked on it but didn't vote for it.
Well, there was a point where it was like 47, 47, 5. That leaves 1%.
yeah.
Just the decimals, round down, round down, round down. you
Boys,
know?
it's very close. If this was Georgia, we'd have a runoff. No one got to 50%.
All right, are you really gonna bring up Georgia
Um,
in a time like this?
No, I'm just saying. I mean, this is. I know Pete appreciate it.
That was good.
All
Thank you.
right, Cal. What we got?
So listen, it's close, and the chat has not made a decision.
Just yep. No idea.
We got 10 pounds from Nicholas Horton.
Thanks, Nick.
Thank you, Nick.
And Nicholas says, hi, everyone. Some Gundam news for Nick T.
Nick T.
The Witch from Mercury is on hiatus this coming weekend. So there will be a recap episode instead with episode 7 the following week.
That's
Thoughts,
great. That gives me
concerns,
a good
queries?
time to catch up because I'm still behind.
True. Nick came back with 5 more pounds
Jeez, thank you so
and
much,
said,
Nick.
part 2. The story is finally picking up now as of episode 6. Had our first main supporting character death.
Nick T, I know Andrew, your brother, is caught up. Have you started yet, or are you still
I
waiting?
watched the first episode.
Okay, what did you think of it?
I really like it so far.
Is it just because I'm similar where like if it's not Yu-Gi-Oh, I like binge it. Like I still haven't started My Hero's new season, as you're aware, and I know it's really good.
Dylan.
And once I start it, I'll watch the whole thing
Dylan.
in one sitting.
Dylan, let me just tell you, the
But
villain.
Nick T's in the same boat with this Gundam show as me.
Right,
It's like I just
exactly.
need to find time to sit
Exactly,
down
and
that's
binge the rest of it. Yeah.
easier said than
the
done.
villain
I
in my
very much agree.
Nuzlocke is named Tomura. That's the
He's
villain in my
become that
Nuzlocke.
good of a character, really? I was always kind of like, yeah, he's all right.
Dylan.
But I
Dylan, just tonight. I want you to tonight just watch one episode,
I gotta
and then
work.
text me. Just watch one. 22 minutes.
that's not so bad.
How many are they in? They're in 4 or 5. My
You're
Hero?
they're up like almost 6 now. I think. You better.
Oh shit!
But yeah,
I'll watch.
yeah, I got to catch up
No,
with
I
that.
will, 'cause I-
My brother is caught up, but he doesn't quite love it. Like he
Oh,
thinks
really?
feels like a school like anime.
It's interesting.
But you know,
Interesting. Well, Nicholas,
That's fair. You know, I'm
Thank-
still gonna watch it.
thank you so much. Supporting character death to look forward to there, Nick T. So thank you, Nick.
All right, so we have 10 Canadian dollars from Syn Cloud.
Syn Cloud, wonderful to hear from you. Thank you so much.
And Syn Cloud says, "Did you watch the very first video I ever made yet, Dylan? Also, does the guys have a favorite card? Mine is Injection Fairy Lily. I pulled out a secret rare when I was 10, and I thought it was awesome."
Injection Fairy Lily's that big fairy that's got that huge
Yeah, the
needle
big
that's ready to
needle,
stick it.
yeah.
Yep. So
Yeah, I think we all have favorite cards.
Yeah,
I think we all do. I mean, my favorite card is obviously Red Eyes Flare Metal or El Shaddai Construct. Also, Ultimate Conductor Tyranno I love as well.
Dragon Master Knight.
Yeah,
I'm waiting for Cal's
Oh,
pick.
the Penguin Knight.
Penguin Knight. There you go. You got a dual monster. 2 dual monsters. That
Penguin
were
Knight or
actually-
Penguin Soldier. They're both great.
Magical hats.
Oh, that's good. That's
Swear
good.
to God,
That's
favorite.
good.
That's just fire, bro. What? Bro, hey.
you
Take a guess.
what?
Who is it? Which one in? Where
And
am
I believe Pete's is not Firewall. I'm sorry, Stardust.
It's Stardust.
Yeah.
Come on.
Nice.
What? You don't like magical hats? Still what's wrong?
Dude, no, I think
Oh,
that's-
gee, original.
It's a
It
super
is.
damn
It's
pick.
so classic.
It is very
Magical hats,
classic.
yeah.
Come
it's a-
on,
it's a
magical
super-
hats,
No,
bro.
I'm not. I'm just surprised because
What'd you think it was, actually? That's a good question. Because you know I've watched actually multiple shows.
You think it was gonna be a monster?
I thought it would be a monster.
Yeah?
But
Okay.
I don't know many people who their favorite Yu-Gi-Oh card is a spell or trap. That's pretty unique in
He's
its
a
own right.
monster.
Yeah.
So I
Well,
like
I mean,
that.
I like I like a lot of different monsters, but like to really single out one card, magical hats is just is cool. It's so fucking.
I think it
cool.
looks cool. I agree
Yeah,
with you.
I agree.
I don't disagree with that.
I also like a lot of the Toon Monsters.
And Sin, I honestly
You
I have
would.
not yet, but I will be sitting
You
down to
would.
watch it. Hopefully this weekend. It's just been super busy. I've re-up flying in and moving here, so I've been getting the place all neat and tidy. So I've been busy with that, but I will have some time. I also haven't even uploaded since Sunday, so I've got to sit down and actually work on some content stuff. So I will watch it soon. I know it's a quick one, which I'm very excited for.
Righty. We'll continue. Let me just copy this one down, and I'll keep going. All right.
Great to hear from you, Sin. Thank you.
Yes.
We got
What?
We got $5 Australian dollars from Electric Kevin.
Thank you,
This one's
Kev.
for me.
I don't know if y'all have been watching. Tomorrow is the finale of Ash versus Leon. Tomorrow the internet will explode from the result of this epic battle. Guys,
It's obvious at this
Wait.
point.
Why are you? I gotta ask.
Who's gonna win?
Is there really a question? Is there really a question? Honestly,
It's Ash.
No.
Ash wins.
No.
No.
the
Leon
only
wins.
the only way Ash loses is
Get
if
out.
he loses and wakes up from his coma. It's the only way Ash loses.
I don't think they're
the
ready to
only
end Pokemon
way.
yet. Leon, I think, will win.
It doesn't make sense. Ash should win.
I did see a video about the titles for the last 3
Oh,
episodes
this
of
guy's
the
got
show.
summaries for us.
I'm not going to spoil anything or say
okay,
them,
Thank you.
but it doesn't really give it away, but it kind of gives you the idea that maybe there is a future past this.
I know it's been leaked.
There's a future pass because Ash wins, but then something else happens, and now he's got to do more work. It's that simple.
I'm just saying.
You know.
He
What
does
was
not
his
have a
goal?
good record
What
in
was
finals.
his goal? You know, in
does
our
not-
lifetime, 25 years ago, and he hasn't aged a day.
He just does not have
What
a
was
good
his
re-
goal?
You want to know what his goal is? He wants to be the very best,
very best.
that
So-
no one ever was.
Exactly.
To catch them,
So basically, he has
I don't
to
think
he
he
has to be the Pokemon champion.
You've been picking
and
against
more.
him this entire
And more.
tournament. I think you've picked against
You
him
literally
every
picked
time.
against- and even wrong every
Well,
time.
that's history. He usually doesn't win.
His-
these.
But history is now. There's a different. There's a new
literally-
precedent.
Yeah.
We'll see if he wins. I don't think he will.
still, the game's
Is that of his-
changed.
But the players are the same.
Thank you, guys. I
I-
gave
Can
Dylan
we
the
watch
alley-oop
that
and he
again?
couldn't even.
Can we put that on the big screen one day and just like watch
Yeah,
it?
for sure.
Pokemon?
No.
No.
No,
MacGruber.
Imagine doing a live react to that on stream.
MacGruber?
People will be so confused.
Pokemon is also their copyright holders are insane. So I would never.
Oh well,
yeah,
no!
they're
With
worse.
Pokemon, it's
They're worse
it's
than
also
Yu-Gi-Oh.
like you can never react to Avatar because
Yeah.
Viacom will
No,
literally
God.
come for your head.
Yeah. So I
A
would
lot of
never
Twitch
touch it.
streamers got like
Yeah.
temporary.
It's like
bans
if you
from
want to do that, you got to keep it like 6 minutes
Damn,
total of an
X-Layer
episode.
trying to
all
cancel
cut up.
everybody.
People were watching it flipped and in black and white, and it
Yeah.
was still.
Sometimes they still get you,
Yeah.
but then those big channels, they keep them up.
Pokemon, everything. I basically am Pokemon.
We got $5 from X Slayer.
Thank you, X.
X said, "So how many GX slander are we getting today, so I can whip out my branded deck tomorrow and bring in the Scythe Lock?"
So here's the really sad thing, X Slayer. No GX slander
None.
tonight,
None.
meaning you cannot whip out the branded deck. So you are
Oh,
forbidden from playing branded tomorrow. That's a huge development here, chat. X Slayer killed me last Thursday. Revenge, because I beat him 2 Thursdays ago. I think I've beaten him once in the last like 6 attempts. So tune in tomorrow night. Will I beat X-Slayer again? I don't know. Maybe.
Right.
It's possible. It's
Who knows?
Miracles, miracle on ice, miracle on the dual fields. You know?
What is the miracle on ice?
Angels
and
in
when
the
will happen?
outfield.
When the U.S. beat Russia in the
The
Olympics.
Soviet Union, what year?
84?
80.
80.
80. I was close.
That wasn't bad. I'll give it
Oh, you know what? That was good. That was good, dude.
Thank you.
Just the fact that you called it Russia.
Yeah, the Soviet Union.
Well, I mean, yeah.
We got $7 from Stinkfly3.
Thank you, Stink. I
And
appreciate
they
it.
said the
Stink.
Thanks, Stink.
Thank you, Stinkfly.
The big shock with the Star Luge was using multiple copies of his Ace Monster. How preposterous.
How preposterous. And by the way, preposterous, going to be fighting for the Luke, trying to kill Manabu in a couple weeks. What
Whoa.
a turn of a... You like that delivery?
Wow. Yeah. What, dude?
You're even a little more unhinged than normal tonight.
I'm in a good mood, man. I'm really excited with
He
this
took
show.
a really good nap.
I took a great bomb nap.
It
And
must be.
also,
It must be nice.
this show is
Must be.
really,
Must be.
really starting to excite me. And, yeah, I'm really excited to see what happens with Neonda Star. But great play on words there, Stinkfly. Thank you so much for the $7 super chats. And I greatly appreciate it. Also tonight, Angie, X-Slayer, and Philip, you guys have been insane with the donations and the support. So, really, thank you guys so much. I'm always in a great mood, but you guys really are incredible. So thank you again.
Well, X-Slayer's not done with another $5 here.
Jeez,
And
X-Slayer,
X-
thank you, man.
X said, which version are you getting, Scarlet or Violet, after the trailer yesterday with that new form for Don Fan?
I have not seen the Don Fan new form.
I actually haven't seen it.
I've
I haven't
stayed-
seen it either.
I've stayed pretty spoiler free for the sole reason of I know the whole game is starting to get leaked.
Oh, really?
So,
I
yeah.
haven't looked. I haven't even looked for it.
I saw the exclusives for Scarlet vs. Violet. I did see that. It was I won't tell you, but there is.
You want to look at it?
What, the exclusives
Don
or the
Fan?
Don Fan?
That really moves the needle.
That's the Don Fan.
What the hell?
I'm getting Scarlet. I've decided to get
I'm
Scarlet.
getting
Really?
Violet.
Do you know the exclusives? You may tell you.
I don't. I'm getting it because of the Scarlet Rot, which was a thing in Elden Ring. and I
That's
think
actually a good enough reason.
Yeah.
Millennia.
Oh,
Yeah.
you
Yep.
you know.
No, if a word has a deeper meaning to me, that's usually how I pick it. So I don't like to pick based off
That
exclusives.
has a deeper meaning. What about the word love? Does that have any meaning to you?
Well, when
No.
Pokemon Love comes out, I'll get Pokemon Love. But Violet, I don't. There's
That was
nothing-
good. That was a
There's
good
nothing I
response. That was a
associate
good
with Violet
response.
besides Violet Chimera, which is, I believe, Soulburner's one of Soulburner's monsters. But Scarlet Rot, Elden Ring had such a big impact on me earlier this year.
I respect that, actually.
Yeah, so that's
do
what I went
respect
with.
that.
That was my reasoning. So yeah, I usually don't pick based off exclusives.
I just picked what Dylan didn't take because we're in the same house and we'll probably trade exclusives.
That's a good idea.
That's
a good idea.
Literally
What
what.
are you getting again?
I'll probably get Scarlet.
All right, Violet then. Shoot.
Yeah.
Then
Well,
you
only
take it,
thought
get
of you to
whatever you
Get
trade
whatever
with.
I
Yeah,
want.
that's it. We'll
Can't
trade.
trust them
Yeah,
to
can't
do
trust
anything
them.
for you.
Me and you'll trade.
Yeah.
Don't go. Oh yeah, you give me $20, I might consider it.
I've never in my life done that.
Might
No,
consider
he
it.
only asked for 10, not 20. Gravity Hero donated $5, and he said, "How's that copium pack, Dylan? Also, it's possible that Manabu versus Neanderstar will be a draw."
Oh, I
It's
guess copium for picking
possible.
Manya. I
Yes.
don't believe it's copium. I know I'm.
I don't think it's copium.
I know I'm picking on a
I
limb
don't-
here.
I
It's
don't know.
like it's
I
like
think it's a little copium.
it's
I don't
very
know.
similar to taking the Jets last week to beat the Bills.
Well, I feel like it's
a-
misusing the
almost did.
phrase copium. He's not coping with anything. He's just picking ahead. If next week he tries to patch it up, then he's
right. It's not copium yet.
not copium
It
yet.
could be.
It could
It's
be
not yet.
copium.
Yeah, Manabu versus Neanderstar is going to be that's going to be a tough pick because I think we already have different views on how that duel's going to go. This duel could also influence that duel.
God, there's
Um,
another one.
Tough pick. Very, very tough
I
pick.
can do it.
Um,
I got a lot of bad things.
I gotta,
here
we gotta
tonight.
hear him. We gotta hear him. I want to hear it.
yeah.
Electric Kevin donated $5 Australian.
Thank you, Kev.
Said also spoilers, but characters who haven't appeared yet, like Misty or May,
Oh.
will likely be appearing as cameos in the episode.
Oh, word! That's pretty cool.
That is
I remember when Misty and
How's she
Brock.
doing?
I remember when Misty and Brock came to Sun and Moon for a couple of episodes, and the internet like lost its mind. So always cool when like really old legacy characters like that show up. I think Pokemon has done that pretty well recently. It's felt like this whole last show has kind of been a love letter at times to like their older shows. So Pokemon definitely does that really well. Something I wish Yu-Gi-Oh did a little more, but hey, what are you going to do? So super cool for you guys Pokemon fans. Seems like you're eating as the show comes to an end. I think Go Rush fans are eating right now, and we're certainly eating here on Talking Yu-Gi-Oh! Crazy 8's. But guys, that is going to...
But before that, or also wanted me to tell you that if Manya wins, next week she will donate in the double digits, but she thinks Manya's losing. She wanted me to tell you.
Wow, that's very sweet.
No one has to donate if anyone wins, but thank you, Aura, for basically, I mean, Aura's telling me that she wants Manya to win. That's what she's saying.
That's what you're saying.
That's what you think?
I mean,
I think that's what
it's
she's...
definitely something along those lines.
I believe Manya Nanya wins this duel. I'm Team Manya. And again, by the way, Manya wins, you're going to see a different side of me next week. Sunglasses, champagne.
Right. Well, it'll be the first time you're rooting for a girl
no
character
shirt,
this whole show.
Just a bow tie. I mean, it's going to be...
No shirt. I think that breaks...
It doesn't. I've looked it up.
I think it breaks
No,
terms.
not YouTube. I've looked it up.
I don't think anyone wants to also see that.
Okay, maybe like a tank top with a...
Or you could put tape over it.
Well, okay.
I don't know. I don't like where this is going. I just don't.
Hey, enjoy the ride.
I'll tell you, it's gonna be a crazy week next week if Manya wins. So you don't want to miss that. But guys, thank you all so much for watching. I appreciate each and every one of you. A special thank you to X-Slayer, Angie, and Philip Rosewood, who all donated well over $50. I think actually all of them donated over $100. So seriously, from the bottom of my heart, thank you guys so much.
Damn mind.
You don't know how much it helps me. Helps the channel, helps me get new equipment, helps the production quality. And again, in the next year or so, maybe even sooner, there's going to be some pretty major shifts here on Yu-Gi-Oh! Everything as we approach 95K. We just passed 94 a couple days ago. So thank you guys so much.
Yeah.
Thank you. Major thank you to everyone who's here watching the stream and to anyone who donated as well. Thank you seriously so much. Huge thank you to Pete, Dredger, Nick T, and Calibro for doing this tonight, for doing this weekly. Production would not be the same if it was not for them. I'm going to let them promote their stuff. All of their links are in the description. The only thing that I ever ask of you on these podcasts is to give them a follow, check out their channels. If it was not for them, this production, of course, would not be a thing. So thank you guys. We'll start with Calibro, and please check out their stuff. Give them a follow.
All right. So I'm Cal. I stream over on Twitch at twitch.tv/CalBreezy. It's CalBreeZzy. Dak, thank you for linking that in the chat.
My man. We just spamming it.
I play a bunch of different games. I'm probably going to stream the new Pokemon when it comes out. Going to probably play a little Mario Party tomorrow. And, stream Fall Guys, Valorant. When Warzone 2 comes out, I'll probably stream that. So a bunch of different games. Anything, really, whatever I'm into that week. But, yeah, definitely come check me out. And I'm usually on, Monday, Tuesday, Thursday nights, one of those nights. And I'm going to try and add a weekend in going forward. So, yeah.
Nice, bro.
Cool.
Nice.
Hey, everybody!
A little premature there, no?
I know something you don't.
Yo.
Can I get a oh yeah?
I can't do this.
I'm done now.
I can't do this, man.
My favorite part is there's nothing of me on there, so you can't realistically do it.
No, there's not. There's not. You like popsicle? That's the only thing.
What are you trying to say?
I'm done. I have nothing to promote today.
Okay, all right.
No, I'm kidding. Oh, come on. You kidding?
Holy! Someone grab this man.
I also stream on Twitch at twitch.tv/NickFightsMoms on Mondays and Tuesday nights around 8:30, 9 p.m. EST. I missed this week. I was watching the 1975 play MSG on Twitch and then was here the next night. So, but I will resume this Monday. I do a whole lot of variety streaming, some vintage like retro games, Game Boy Advance, Super Nintendo, Minecraft sometimes. Lately I've been playing Elden Ring, which I'm really bad at. But you know what? But I've been grinding a little off stream, just trying to get the reins, and we're getting there. So bear with me. It'll be a fun stream to watch while I struggle.
For sure.
I also do some music streams where I perform, from a repertoire of covers as well as my own original music. And you can find all of my original music on all streaming platforms at Nameling, and follow that project on all social media platforms at NamelingNJ to keep all the news up. I've got a record coming out next year, so.
All right, Nick T, let's go, baby.
Awesome.
I'll stuff your
And before Dredger
stocking.
even starts, Dill, read the thing.
Yeah, Nadine, I want to thank you for the $60 donation.
Oh,
that is insane.
there it is.
Nadine, we all love you. How does Maddie do it again? I think he calls that a baby nuke, which is stupid because that's a massive donation.
That's massive.
Yeah.
Nadine, thank you so much. Delayed
she woke up
pumpkin
early.
painting dono plus interest. You did not need to. First of all, the interest that's annoying.
Go back to bed.
Nadine, go back to bed.
Yeah, she's going back to sleep.
You're
Hearts,
annoying for
Nadine.
donating.
Thank you, Nadine. I appreciate it, and I promise you, I will take that money and I will take Ivrea out to dinner. So that's where that's gonna go.
Right.
A nice
I'm
Which is
gonna-
it's really nice of him because he will do that. He won't take us out for dinner.
Well,
So-
no, you don't want to know what it is? Is the fact that
Nadine, thank you so much.
the fact is he can't cook dinner. He has to take her out.
Right.
That's my only option.
There you go.
No, and you know that's
At
fine.
least you're honest.
Nadine, thank you so much.
Oh,
Thank
God.
you, Dredger.
Dredge. I stream at twitch.tv/Dredge. We've been gone kind of I've streamed a lot lately. It's
Yeah, I
crazy.
know.
You know, it's like
Dredge is
Welcome
back.
back.
a lot more than I thought I was gonna. Thank you, Daph. Oh my God, blowing up in the chat. So we streamed Pokemon. We're doing a Pokemon Nuzlocke right now. Pokemon Black 2. We're on attempt number 5. X-Slayer and me are gonna the next time I stream it are gonna make our bet. So I definitely want to tune in to see what the bet is. I don't even know. I'm excited though to see what X is willing to risk. But also
Wow.
tomorrow night
His
I'll be
pride.
doing doing the Mario Party stream with Dill. I think Mario Party 2
Nice,
or
bro.
1 we're
Two.
doing. Mario Party 2 tomorrow. Me, Cal, Dill, and I don't know. I think we have a surprise 4th. I don't know who it is yet.
We don't know who it is. Nick T,
Ooh.
maybe you.
I actually will be at a
Ooh.
gig tomorrow.
Okay.
Ooh, all right, we gotta find a 4th.
Yeah.
Sorry, buddy. Unbelievable.
And go look- check out for that. So I'll also put my stream schedule on my Discord. If you want an invite to my Discord, message me on, I guess, either YouTube or Twitch or Discord or something like that, and I'll get it to you. Let's slide over to my good guy over here, Pivacaro.
Hello.
Hi.
Well, see, the big announcement that Dylan's been teasing for the channel is he's actually going to pay us all insurance in the next year.
What?
Right.
So
Woo!
that's
Health
the-
insurance?
Yeah,
Yeah.
so
That's
that-
great, 'cause
that's the
I've
big
been-
thing.
I looked it up.
I've been
It would
avoiding going
only
to the
be,
doctor.
Yeah, and you were in bad shape.
in very bad shape.
I need health insurance.
It would only be 16,000 a year.
That's it?
That's it. Wow, thanks, man.
Wow.
I appreciate that.
4 person, yeah.
Yeah, but I do a YouTube channel called Coolest Gamers. Do some TV show reactions, movie reviews, trailer reactions. Right now, you know, we're in the midst of busy season with my life. So the only thing really going up there regularly is the First and 10 podcast, a football podcast I do with my friend Brian. We have a lot of fun on there. We chat for a while every single week. If you don't see an episode posted publicly, it's probably because it got posted in an unlisted section, so I didn't blow up your feed. So it's in the playlist, so you can check it out. It's all live right now. You can see it. Cal was a guest on one of them, so you can see that too. And yeah, follow me on Twitter, Pivacaro21.
Check the 4 of them out. They're great friends of mine, and they're great content creators in their own regard.
Thanks,
so
bro. Thank
please,
you.
if it wasn't for them, this would not be a thing. So it's the least that you can do. To everyone
Dad.
that donated, to everyone that came by, thank you all so much. I appreciate it so much. You helped me chase my dreams one day, 1 week at a time, and it means the world to me. And hopefully the announcement that's coming, I think soonish, is going to be really, really exciting and fun. And so,
I said it.
You just
yeah,
said it.
you guys are all amazing. A huge thank you to Philip, X-Slayer, Angie, and Nadine once again with crazy donations. Thank you from the bottom of my heart. This has been Talking Yu-Gi-Oh! Crazy 8's, episode 32. Ice, Luge-y. We will see you guys
nailed it this time.
Not
next
bad.
week for all the fallout from the Dino Guy versus Manya, Nanya. Thank you all so much for watching, and I hope you have
an
amazing day.
Have a great
Good night,
night.
guys.
Stuff
Good night.
your stocking.
Come on, bro.